not the boys at all in Central. Maybe don't let it go at that, but there are a lot of...
CP squared has 51 5 degrees of freedom, making...
On the way home, I got hungry, and I ate it.
We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book, and this waitress comes up.
Our satellite.
Making this little complex robot, but it is trolled by living brain cells much like those inside your head. Researchers
This moth isn't just swinging around, it's been bugged.
grow collections around 3,000 rat brain cells in the lab. The cells grow collections with each other and start communicating
Using electrodes implanted into his muscles.
Some are hard to respond predictably. Signals from robots or ultrasound distance sensor.
Here, signals are sent to its left flight muscle to make it lift that wing.
The output from these cells can be used to control
Different signals can be sent for it to lower its
making this little complex robot.
Are you kidding me? There was no audio for that? What the goddamn StreamYard, you fucking suck, asshole. Jesus Christ. Okay, anyways, fuck it. Welcome all to whatever. Jesus Christ, that was dumb as fuck, dude. There was audio supposedly playing the whole time. It was playing to us, but not to y'all, I guess. I don't fucking know, dude. I am really getting tired of StreamYards fucking up my shit. It was to me. I heard all the audio. It was playing all my songs like I normally do. So whatever, dude. Dead air. Fuck it. All right. So let's go ahead and begin. Let's bring in our guest, and then we'll begin going over all the alien stuff that we have for today and stuff. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all are amazing. You guys are already blowing up our side chat. Thank you for doing that. You rock. I wish somebody would have told me that earlier, but it's okay. I guess y'all didn't know that I was trying to play music, even though, like, but whatever. So here we blow. Do this for the fuck of it in the beginning. All the expressions and the people and the stuff and the things are not our views.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard! Action Bastard, I need you! Action Bastard, I need you! Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second. Are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead.
You're stupid. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, there's our stupid intro, and let me go ahead and bring in our guest, and of course, it's our local.
Some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
She thinks you're right, so yeah.
Yeah,
I'm doing okay, but like I also woke up not that long ago, and I was like, wait, why he stopped the music? What he doing? And you were doing all kinds of things, and I think bumping into things and stretching certain parts that because at certain points you looked in pain. So I was like, wait, what? Yeah, but
it was sitting on my taint piercing the wrong way that I had that before.
Yeah,
but anyways,
Slim, that was the stupidest thing you've done to your body.
It's really not that painful. It's really not that bad.
Who the fuck's putting something through his under, through his taint?
It's
well,
one
then
more...
again, you also got some in your balls, so fuck it.
Yeah, I have two scrotum piercings as well. It's just more fun things for people to play with later on in my life. That's how that's gonna go. So, anyways, let's go ahead and say hello to the side chat because you are the only guest, and I did not invite any other people because if you want to join us, let us know. I'm tired of sending out fucking invites and half of you fuckers not even fucking responding to me afterwards. So I'm just if you're here and you want to join us, you just let us know. And then all the people that are stream pervs, you all can just join us whenever the fuck you want too. So like I don't even have to invite you fuckers anymore. So give me just 1 second to let me see if I can actually find the right thingy bob for. Because I think I have found. Where are the clips? There we go. Perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. I think this clip is not going to copyright claim us. It was some other weird thing yesterday that copyright claimed me for our stream. So I'm whatever. But here we go. Here is the new intro for our next guest. I hate when it does that. Go back to the beginning there. Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay. It is going to the right point. I get it. Right there. Yeah, okay. But anyways, here we go for the clip for our next guest. And there we go. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Oh my god, did not get any sleep last night. Ended up putting an all-nighter, so had a bit of a morning nap. Pardon?
Was that call so interesting?
What?
Was it that interesting?
Yes.
Well, you left us for a phone call, so.
I did. Well, the dude that I'm technically seeing is away at work at the moment, and so we're not able to talk properly. So we're not talk for a few days. So it was nice to have a phone call.
Good. All right. So once again, if you're in the side chat and you want to join us and you want to link, just let us know, and then we'll go from there. But before that, let's go ahead and say hello to our Saitama chat. And of course, we have the... Jeez, I hate how it jumps around, but it's okay. We have our Schizma Crasher. And of course, our Schizma Crasher is our channel sponsor. And here is their commercial. And so everybody say hello to our skits. Then we have a Sydney's. Welcome.
Hi, Sid.
We are glad to have you around again. It's nice to have you here hanging out with us. And we have the Canadian Ollieman. Once again, if there's anybody out there who wants to join us, just let us know. They said that they are going to join us in a minute, but they got to donate blood. Okay.
Ooh, I see some hearts.
So they're going to go donate blood in a little while. We got a Harry Warp.
Oh, Harry.
We have a Lucifer. Hail Satan. And let's see. We got a Demons of the Orbs. Let's see if there's anybody else. We got a Mark. Oh, a Mark Caesar. And it looks like that's everybody for as of right now. If you are hanging out with us and you've not said hello, say hello so we can say hello to you. And if you want to get me to say read anything out loud, all you got to do is do a super chat and I will read it out loud. If you want me to do a shot, send money to the Thingamabobbers. I'll post that in just a second. And let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. Okay, so in about 2 hours. Okay, all right. Everybody's out doing Thingamabobbers, which makes sense and stuff. So let's see. Let me look at what we have going on over here. I think the first thing we should probably go over is in Italy, they supposedly saw a UFO. It says pre-World War II, but it's 1933. So I'm not exactly sure when that completely, but here we blow. So let me see, just to make sure that I'll put us over here. And it says, while the world takes it for granted that the Americas is the first choice for extraterrestrials, new claims have emerged suggesting that the first recorded UFO crash occurred in fascist Italy during 1930s. So during Italian...
So the aliens just prefer fascists.
Well,
that's why they go to America.
Well, supposedly they are building a space base, or they've already built a space base on the side of the dark side of the moon with the Nazis. So supposedly, I guess they are racist. They really hate people that aren't white, I guess. I don't know why that makes any sense. But anyways, let's
Probably
keep
because
going
white
on
people
with
turn the bomb.
Well, I guess if you're gray, if you're the grays, then I guess you'd want to stick to the. But it doesn't. Never mind. That's so stupid. Anyways, so Italian researcher Roberto Pentinine, whatever. I'm not even trying to say it, has provided extraordinary details and documents indicating that a flying saucer crashed in June 1933. Among his revelations is the assertion that the secret department was set up by the Italian dictator Benito Mussolini to study the alleged extraterrestrial craft. They say the documentation includes telegrams and handwritten memos that were given as credence to the claim of the crash of the Mussolini's involvement. And so in 1933, the telegram, written in Italian, demanded absolute silence and threatening immediate arrest and maximum penalties for anyone reporting the aircraft of an unknown nature or origin, claimed to be by personal order of Mussolini himself. I thought they did have a photo, and that's why I was going to go over this. But let's read a little bit through. There's nothing else that actually gives other credence to this than there was conclusions that this may have happened. People tested the documents and saying that they go back to 1936. Okay. But there's no other actual evidence that they have for this other than there was an alleged crash in 1933 that was an alleged UFO crash, or it was just a top secret operation involving the Vatican. Obviously, it's always involving the Vatican. So that's pretty much like one of the most like recent old sightings, and that's why I wanted to go over that first, because like ancient times when they go over that stuff, like it's hieroglyphs, it's drawings. There's barely representation of like them saying that there's weird headed people, or there was a thingy that came down from the sky and landed and people came out and blah blah blah. Of course, a lot of people want to say that like Zeus and all the other like Roman gods and goddesses that came from the sky that came down to like do things with people were aliens representing blah 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 blah, and that's how Zeus could have like turned himself into a fucking bull and fucked women and other thingy bobbers that he did, turning himself into other creatures. But again, we don't have any proof that was an actual thing, just allegories, stories, and thingy bobbers that said like, hey, instead of killing this woman because she wanted to fuck a bull, you could just make a story up that it was Zeus that was inside the bull and then she fucked him. But they're being what a minotaur is what came of that. Would that be the right thing? That's what it was, right? She supposedly birthed a minotaur and they put it inside that labyrinth down at the bottom of blah 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 yakety schmackety and stuff and things. So it's just all just like fake crap to make things that make a story to do a thing that caused a thing, right? Like a purpose in a story. Like if you don't do this, then this is going to happen, or do this and this happens. That's pretty much what they were, right?
Pretty much.
Stories to keep people in check.
Yeah, and to give reasons for something, and yeah, exactly. It's entertainment. So we don't have any proof. So that was like the first proof of somebody in the militaries claiming that they saw it. And that's kind of like the running thing that we have because there's a NASA whistleblower supposedly, and we'll get into that in a second. But let's see. Yeah, that's going to be that one. So let's go ahead and go to... Oh, let's have fun with this one. Why not? There are conspiracy theorists Bob Lazar's UFO theories from videos, interviews describe eerie alien autopsies. So the UFO whistleblower David interviewed last month has sparked renewed interest in the alien thing. I didn't know we were going to talk about him immediately. I had another thing on him, but that's okay. We'll talk about him. He left the world shell-shocked after claiming the U.S. government has alleged possession of a non-human origin technical vehicles. And he's saying that. Let me try to find
Which
out where
one's
he's.
this?
So it's Bob Lazar, and so he claims that through the grapevine, and it's not saying that exactly right here. Okay, so I'll read this, and then we'll get to some of the other things I know about this. He famously appeared on the Joe Rogan podcast in 2019, and now 64-year-old has become famous for claiming that he was hired to reverse engineer extraterrestrial. So this is the gentleman from where he did the interview in the 1980s or 1989 that he claimed that he was hired to reverse engineer stuff. This isn't the most recent.
This is the one I was thinking of, where he is saying he got hired and he went into like the warehouse and it was like this spaceship and he got to fly it and all this weird shit, and it's like they would have killed you by now, mate, if you were giving away these secrets. Like you would be dead and they would have forged a suicide note admitting that you lied about it all.
And not just that, if we really had the technologies that they're talking about, all of the US's aircrafts and things would be so advanced comparatively to the rest of the world. We wouldn't hide this bullshit. Even though, like, yes, okay, so we do have aircrafts that we're not going to talk about, and they don't talk. But like, nobody has ever claimed that there's like literally out of the US. All these aircrafts that can like go through time or disappear and come back. And then they're always, like we'd link it back to some way, shape or form. Like if we had that technology, we'd be using it like way more. Cause why fuck wouldn't you? Like if we could become a superpower again by using alien technology, we'd fucking do it. Right? Like, why not? Like we wouldn't be hiding it anymore. It's been since 1968. Is that when he fucking talks about this, right? Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
89, but that's when he talked about it.
Yeah. So they were already
to add on minus 10 years, give or take, because that's when he was actually working on it. Like, let's be generous in it, because I don't think he would have started talking about it 2-3 years after he left.
No, it was like 10 years after or some bullshit. Yeah.
He can't have been doing it for too long either, right?
And then once again, he claimed that his master's degree in physics from Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which is MIT, which is a fucking bullshit fucking IT institute or college. Anybody and their mom can go there and get a fucking degree from there very fucking easily. And then he says he has a master's of electronics in the California Institute of Technology, Caltech. Same almost difference, but like they are a little bit more high up. But he does not have any special credentials that would make him more special for him to work on any of this than anybody else. There's way higher up people. My stepdad, who built the unmanned sea vehicles to pick up aircrafts after they crashed in the oceans in foreign waters, he had more degrees than this fucking dude does. So why would
also surely they'd want someone that's within the military, like already Air Force are known for having like a lot of degrees because primarily it's a paper pushing job apparently. So like they could have easily got someone who's got the right degrees in that area, or they have enough money that they can fucking send someone in it over there.
Yeah, this already on its face value looks a little sus at first, and then we go into it right now, and it says Lazar has 336K followers on Instagram. The conspiracy theorist is often credited for popularizing the interest in Area 51, and he wrote a book on it. So he's making money. In 2019, he made money off of writing a fake, well, I'm going to say autobiography about this bull. But when you look into it, there's no real, like, he alleges that there was something that looks saucer shaped inside of a fucking warehouse. He said that there were thingies where they were trying to reverse engineer something from a craft and a weird thing. You know what happens every single time a foreign aircraft goes down? Okay, let's put it this way. Anytime there is a newly technological vehicle, it goes down, it crashes, it sinks, it explodes over land. Everybody and their mom is trying their fastest to get to it. You want to know why? Because as soon as you can get to it, if it's French, if it's fucking Italian, if it's Russian, if it's not your land, you want to gather it so you can take their technology and reverse engineer, or at least look at it and go, oh, now I know how to look at it through sonar. Now I know how to pick it up. Now I know what its fucking defenses are. Oh, now I know what its fucking missiles look like. And now I know how it
like
shoots
the
things.
plans aren't fucking available on the internet. It's not like you can go to like look it up to figure out how it works, patent pending, you know.
Yeah, exactly, Timely. And
the
so
easiest way to find it out, to figure out how to actually fuck with it, right? Because they know, okay, we know it does this, this, and this, but we don't know what metal it's made out of. We don't know this, we don't know that. We can theorize, but we don't know. If it crashes, and you can make something to break it specifically.
Yeah, and especially like if for some reason like it becomes hidden from our technologies, infrared, radar, blah blah blah. Well, now I can figure out what makes it so that it does that, right? So that it's not that UFOs are around constantly. Does that mean they're actually extraterrestrial? Fuck no, dude. The fucking first time they were fucking flying around the fucking Blackbird, fucking the B-52 or whatever the fuck it's called, that fucking like weird triangle fucking black thing. My stepdad was fucking talking about that shit before they fucking let us know, like, publicly. He's like, oh, yeah, there's this weird-ass fucking black thing that fucking flies around, and everybody thinks it's a UFO in other countries.
The B2.
The B2. Yeah, the B2. Because when they fucking saw it, or they barely got a fucking blip on their radar, and it was going insanely fast. Like, it travels, like, 1,200 miles an hour or some crazy fucking like speed that's not normal for the time for a jet, right? Because it's not technically a jet, it's called something else. I don't remember what it's called, but anyways, that's why like these things seem to be secret, and that's why like the governments are hiding certain things, and they say that, oh, there's a thing, bro. Just because you barely got like brought on to fucking talk about something or understand something, you don't know where it came from. It's probably Russian. It's probably Chinese. It could be fucking Taiwan. Who knows what it fucking is? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like just because it seems foreign to you doesn't mean it's fucking extraterrestrial. Anyways, so really quick, Sydney, did you listen to Schizma Crasher?
Well, Slim, do realize she's in an airport.
Well, I didn't say not. I mean, was it legal or not? Like I said, if you're still hot, and
I just replied with, "Yes, you are." Right?
Yes. Yeah. Well, yeah. See, that's the other thing. Whatever. We know there's alien life.
You're saying something else
there. Yeah, we obviously know that there's alien life in the expanses of spaces. How often have they come here and fucking bothered us? Probably nil. But again, let's keep going over like this, and then we'll get further into it. We do have this, and then we have the NASA dude, and then I have like 3 other like recent accounts of people claiming they are seeing aliens or UFOs here. Yeah, exactly, to me, just like we did with the Native Americans. If aliens actually like came to this earth and like put anything around us with their existence, we'd all probably die of some space disease.
Well,
Space
they're
herpes.
probably aware of that. Like,
Well,
if
sure,
they
sure.
are
Okay,
more
cool.
advanced
Yeah.
than us, that they can actually travel from like galaxy to galaxy.
Sure.
I'm sure they would have an idea of like germ theory and shit, right?
Yeah. But would you really give a flying fuck? Or would you just give us all space herpes?
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like I mean,
there's two things. Like, it's or nobody knows they've been here, or everybody knows they've been here, or they would have conquered Earth by now. Those are the three options. It's not some secret group that knows that aliens have been here.
Yeah.
If they wanted to hide, nobody would find them. And if you would have found them, they would have fucking killed you.
Yeah.
Or they come in and like they're like, "Hi, we want to be friends," you know.
And my favorite thing about it is
in Merca.
My favorite thing is we're gonna go over this in next soon. What if aliens hybrided with the humans and somehow we're or monkeys and we're now a new version of it? We are the shittiest versions of those combinations. We definitely are not a fucking hybrid of a fucking alien species because we are still dumb as fuck. Our bodies are not fucking well put together. That's not. I don't believe that happened.
No.
Yeah, and exactly. If anything that was way higher technologically advanced came here, they would literally be able to just like wipe us out fucking easy as fuck. I mean, literally, I think they would literally just give us fucking like space herpes and we'd all be dead or whatever, you know? Like, I think they would just
not necessarily. Like if you would go somewhere and you wanna explore that planet and like maybe at some point become allied with those people, when you go there, you've got to be able to take them out, because if they will be aggressive, you got to be able to defend yourself. And like if they can get here, they're technically so advanced that they could.
Yeah, of course. But you know, it would be a lot more fun if you were an invasive species. You would just come here and you would just give us all like space AIDS, and then we would just all die off without even have to battling us.
Slim, don't give away the whole Corona plan.
I know.
Shut the fuck up.
I know.
I gotta tell. Otherwise, I gotta tell Lizard, man. You know that.
Well, and we're not supposed to give it up.
But I still also report to them. Remember that.
And I'm supposed to keep it quiet until 2032. But anyways, let's keep blowing on with this. So anyways. Hey, Ox. So this person claims they actually saw this stuff. And somehow they were sent to he said he was paid by the Department of Naval Intelligence to reverse engineer this. But again, at one time, the Russians were involved. So was this a Russian space object, or I mean a Russian spaceship or plane or jet or something that they were being explained on how to use it in Russia? But why would we be giving Russia that information? That would not make any sense. Like that's not a thing. Not the Americas back then. Not back then. Nowadays, maybe. Not back then.
A few years back. Like now also not, but like no. And like I don't nah.
And then supposedly why he was fired from his job is because he got drunk one night with his friend and he brought them on to the Area 51 base.
Yeah,
I don't believe that happened.
You can just grab your friends and bring them along to your work. They have these bring your friends to work days, you know? Like
and of course he claimed all of this on the Joe Rogan podcast. And we all know how credible that motherfucker is because we've gone over him a million.
Slip, I got a question.
Sure.
Which of his friends admitted to being one of his friends that was brought there? Or have they all been executed by now?
And he's never divulged the friend. The friend has never been called out. He's never claimed it.
Like if that friend is not named and does not verify, it's bullshit.
Exactly. All right, so this one is let's go to the Canadian.
Oh yeah,
space
blame
lights.
Canada. Oh.
Blame Canada because we do have our Canadian here. If there's anything in the side chat we didn't say hello to, let us know. And if there's ever any time somebody does a side chat and I don't see it, will somebody please let me know so that I will read it out because I don't want to be a dick cheese.
You have not said hi to Ox yet. Oh yeah, you did. Yes, you did. I'm stupid.
And if there's any time there's a new member, if you become a new member, and I don't know how it shows it to me here. And I don't always have the thingy popped out. So if there is a new member, let me know if I don't ask you that thank you. And or if you do a super chat and I don't see it, somebody tell me and I will read it out loud. If you want me to say any words in a certain order, super chat it. And at this point in time, if they super chat it and they let you say write it, I'm going to say it. So, we got our anal linkage.
We got an anal linkage
here. Nice.
And somebody's gifting shit again.
Good. Awesome. Sweet. Perfect.
Love you, skits.
Chibis. So, give me a second to. I bring up the stream just so I can see it properly. Give me a second to do that. Because I do want to make sure that we thank everybody.
Yeah, for some reason I don't see that.
God, I hate my voice. Okay, I don't need a membership. God damn it, give it to somebody else. He gifted me, motherfucking.
What? No. He gifted one Slim Cyborg membership.
Okay. It seemed like it wanted to come to me, but please, hopefully it goes to somebody else. I don't know who it went to. Did it go to...
No one yet.
Okay. Somebody needs to...
and I need to figure out if I can unbrand my...
I put the link in the chat yesterday.
Yeah, it indeed showed that it's a brand, but like... This is a second account linked to my main email address, so I don't know. I've not found where to.
It explains to you literally on the same page that tells you if you've got a brand account or not.
No.
I didn't see that.
Hold on. So literally, YouTube wanted to gift me the fucking thing, but I'm not gonna allow gifts on my own thingy mabobber because I want somebody else to get it. But it literally tried to give me the fucking membership. So anyways, somebody else please fucking take it, and once you do, let us know when you have. It should ask you, Harry, it should say allow gifts. So if you're randomly gifted a thingy mabobber, it will say allow gifts. And if I think what you can do, if I'm not mistaken, is the top 3 dots at the top of the chat. I think you can go there and then you can allow gifts.
Yeah. What you do is exit live chat at the moment and hit join.
Yeah.
And then at the top of the join page, there are the 3 dots. And you click on that, and it should say, tell me more about tell me more about the subscription, report perks, and then opt in for free subscription. If it's not there, click tell me about perks, tell me more about subscription, and then you should see on there on the help page, like, how do I opt in for perks? And then you can see if you've got a brand channel or not, and then it'll tell you what to do from there.
And then if you ever are gifted it will also put up the thingy where it says allow gifts, and then you can click allow gifts. So that will happen if you randomly get chosen from when they give a random. But we'll talk about that later. So as soon as somebody lets me know that they became a member, I will play the membership video. But before then, this is pretty much how things are going to go when we're watching the rest of these videos.
What? What? Oh! What was in this shit?
Yeah, you won't. The option won't be mentioned unless you randomly get chosen to be gifted it. But then it will give you that option. But you can still do that up at the top for the 3 buttons and opt into it. Anyways, we'll get into that a little bit later.
You should go to the help page then, because if you're not given the option of like opt in, there will be those other options. Like that's literally the only way that works.
Yeah. Okay, so here we blow. So there's strange set of floating lights filmed by a trail cam in Canada. And let's see, this was a couple days. Oh, there we go. Sorry. July 5th, 2023 is when this was posted. So it was posted yesterday. I don't remember. I don't know. I don't care what fucking date it is. So here we blow. Before we look into it, here is the video. Let's see if I can. We'll just watch it here like this. So there's a raccoon at the bottom, but then, oh my God, did you see that? So if you missed it, we'll go back and we will do blah, 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 da, 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 da. Oh, son of a bee sting. We'll go ahead and slow it down and then
maximize.
So right there, we can begin seeing the lights over here. But the funny thing is that I can already see that's hilarious is exactly, Harry Warp. See how big this thing is and see everything else, and then watch this and then watch what it does. And then we will do a pseudo size comparison, right? So just let's watch. And
no, Slim. Come on. No. I'm not gonna do a size comparison with you.
Not with me, but with that raccoon. No, I'm just kidding. But anyways, let's look, and I think you're exactly right, Harry Warp. And you see how the fucking raccoon is not even giving a flying fuck about this? If you had a fucking UFO flying over your head, you would not be just chilling. But if it was used to you flying a fucking something around constantly, then. But again, it could also just be put in later. I mean, it's so fucking easy to add that in later.
Like a plane.
I mean, literally. And it could be that's true. I mean, it could be there's so many things that could be. It's
a plane. Literally an owl. It could have been an owl.
You know what it is? Somebody fucking took their fucking diaphragm out and they fucking threw it in the air, and the ring thing.
Go real slow.
I believe that's as slow as I can go. Let me see if I can go a little bit slower, but I think.
Yeah.
And that is the slowest
you
you can
and
go.
see what it says.
Oh,
no, but if you look closely,
it doesn't let me go slower. It wants me to go. Lets me go faster, I believe. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I think that's faster, right? Yeah, it's going faster at that point. So this is the slowest that we can go. But let's go with like this. Then like that. Dude, it's somebody's fucking cock ring they fucking threw in the air with the fucking camera. That's all it is. It's cockering.
Because now you're almost going to be able to see a silhouette.
Yeah.
There's so many things it could be. There's so many things it could be. Literally, there's so many things. Literally. And again, this motherfucking animal's not fucking freaking out that there's something about its head. Even
so
if
it's not an owl. Because if it
Well,
was
no.
an owl,
yeah, totally. But even if
No,
it was,
could be an owl. It just means whatever it is silent.
well, the thing
Otherwise,
is that,
how would the owl ever get fucking prey?
but why would it not be trying to get this thing too?
Because it's an owl. A raccoon is too big for it to eat.
But no,
raccoons aren't a natural food for an owl. It would be a mouse.
It's not an owl. At this point in time, it's not an owl. And it's just something that is flying overhead that has reflective surface and those little parts, and or it could be a drone. It could be so many other things. And because the animal again isn't reacting, I feel like it is either something so common in the area that it won't react to it, and or it's put in later. It totally can be put in later. You know how easy this is to fucking throw that bullshit in fucking in After Effects? I mean, I don't see other like anomalies around it that I can tell, but it's easy to get a fucking night vision camera. It could be oh my god, it'd be so many things. Somebody could throw a fucking hula hoop almost, you know what I'm saying, with reflective fucking tape on it. And I want to say it's non thingy-mabobber like an aircraft, because this animal's not freaking out about it. That's why I want to say that. Even if it was quiet, and the animals understand air pressure and other things that change, not just noise. So
yeah,
this to me, this is really
none of the stalks of weed
moving, and there's
nothing
in here changes from this interaction up here.
If it is an airplane, it's a model airplane.
I think it's one of those
it's just something that has
things, because if you look, it looks like it's gliding.
Yeah. So a foam glider with reflective 8 reflective pieces on it, right? And if you took a glider and you put fucking 8 reflective pieces on it, and you threw it in the fucking air during the darkness.
Yeah, because it's gone vaguely upward, like one of those plane gliders would if someone's hidden in the black.
Yeah. Exactly. Once again, because this animal and nothing else is reacting to it, it's sus as fuck. There's no way this is an actual, like, a real aircraft. Again, they always say it like, oh my god, UFOs are fucking quiet, but everything around here would have been involved in that some way, shape, or form. So anyways, yeah, exactly. There we go.
Like,
Ghost.
Let's add in the fact that what's it? ARGs are a thing, augmented reality games, where people will literally create these videos fake to then do this elaborate story plot of an like interactive game that you play. Or people are trolling, or this is something from a student movie that got leaked, was online, and then people started doing it. There were so many different things. Or the guy could be a QAnon nut, and the sun is fucking with him.
So totally. So really quick. Everybody say hello to our Ivy Coon.
Hey, Ivy.
Ivy, sweetie.
It's not a thingy-mobber, but it's a speckly weckly. Exactly.
Ivy, I want to talk to you at some point soon about something.
Yeah. And then the creaky blinder CGI. It has to be. But once again, we'll see what I think this is. I think this is the beginning of we have Cocaine Bear, we have Meth Pigs or Hogs movie, and then other things. This is the first of PCP raccoon. This is the intro thing for PC raccoon. We're gonna see the raccoons on PCP next movie. I'm
I was
predicting
hoping
that.
for a Rohypnol raccoon.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's even better. Jeebus, it'll be even better. So, anyways, this is a cute little video, but like it really does not show.
Does whatever Rohypnol raccoon does.
Raccoon
Does they
does.
spike your drink? Yes, he does. He's Rohypnol raccoon. Look out! Rohypnol raccoon's about.
Okay.
You're weird.
Okay, so of course they say
Imagine how
that,
I feel. I have to live with this brain 24/7.
exactly.
I wasn't done yet. I said you're weird. I love it.
Yeah. So of course what they say here is obviously what they did is they took a trail camera that was activated by the raccoon, right? Then they put in the extra bullshit. That's all they did. They just literally like got the fucking trail camera to fucking be activated through motion, and then they added something in later. But they probably tried to do, I'm going to speculate, but maybe that's not right. They tried to do it a couple times and the fucking camera didn't pick it up or didn't like start recording, right? Because there wasn't enough like movement. And so what they did is they fucking threw a raccoon in the middle of it and were like, here. And then the camera started recording, and then they fucking had their son in all black clothing throw the fucking whatever to make that thingy mabobber. So I mean,
It looks
like
like
this
they've
is
put some food out there for the raccoon to eat.
Yeah, no,
Otherwise, why would it
yeah.
be staying there?
Yeah, and you see the way that it walked through. It didn't just move its way to somewhere. It kept like eating things. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like it went to a place, found something, kind of went, and then it stopped 3 times. It seemed like. So it seems like they put out.
And it just happened to be on the actual flat trail part of that walkway, not the grassy bits either side.
Yeah, exactly. Totally.
Like,
okay, so we went over that. We went over this. We went over that. Let's see. I don't remember exactly what this world. Sure, we'll go with this one. Sure, of course. Excuse me. Pardon me. Stories of aliens and unexplained. 6 stories of aliens and the unexplained that are out of this world. So the first one is the thingy-mabobber of the stuffs and things that we found out later was a goose.
did you see? Harry Warp says there is a airport at that town that dash cams from.
Trail cam. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It, to me, it does look like an airplane.
Like one of the old, not like a like one of the Boeing 747 huge ones, one of those like little single person ones, or like the
Sure.
tiny.
A 2-beater. Yeah. So
who's gonna beat the 2 of us up? What? Anything you say will be turned into something.
So I guess UFO Day started or began July 24th, 1947, when a pilot claimed to see a flying saucer over Mount Rainier.
I don't think they understand the definition of UFO Day if it started on the 24th of June. That's a long time.
Yeah, okay.
Not a day, that's what? 47, 57, 60, 70, 80, 90, 7, 10. 70 years. That's not a day, that's 70 years. Sorry.
What's even funnier is it totally says this. I didn't even know this, which makes it even funnier. While others await the first contact on July 2nd, which is my birthday, which is Skitz's birthday, which is Mama's birthday, and which is Wolfie's birthday.
No, Slim, not Wolfie.
Not Skits.
Not Wolfie.
What?
You sure? No, it's not Wolfie.
Oh, it wasn't Wolfie, but
remember, it
Wolfie
was
did meet them. Okay. Anyway, sorry. But like 5 of us birthdays is July 2nd, so it's even funnier because we're all weirdos. So yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Glover Mom. Yeah. I'm sorry, Wolfie. I didn't mean to.
Little one's birthday in 4 days as well.
Well, happy early birthday. Let her know. Anyways, so
July,
which is
birthday for weird people.
Which is even exactly similarly. Which is even funnier because they were waiting for
why
first
it's not
contact
my
July
birthday?
2nd, but they didn't say what year it is.
And why is my birthday not in July?
Because you're not weird. You're stupid.
Yeah, there's a difference.
Okay.
Bitch. Okay, so I think they were
yes,
saying.
I am. How nice of you to notice. I do put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, so I think what they're saying in 1947, people were claiming they were going to wait the first contact on July 2nd of that year, which was when they believe there was the crash in New Mexico desert near Roswell. So anyways, that's hilarious that it's my freaking birthday and I'm an alien. So it wasn't that year that I crashed here, but that's hilarious. It was the same day. So let's see. But for those who believe the truth is out there, the goal is the same: to raise awareness that humans may not be alone in the universe. Ooh. So to mark the World UFO Day in 2023, they explored the obscure archives, stories of science, mystery, and other thingy-mabobbers, and they came up with this. So Victorians wanted to contact aliens using giant mirrors. So German mathematician Carl Friedrich Gauss, I think that's how you say it, was one of the many 19th century scientists who believed that there's intelligent life existed on the moon, and then the math was a language humans and aliens shared. So among many other ideas, they built 100 mirrors, each measuring 16 feet square, to reflect sunlight to flash messages into space. So they did that, and then there was a huge UFO archive hidden in the Swedish apartment cellars. So the industrial town of, I'm not even going to try to say that in motherfucking Sweden, nestled along the inlet of the Baltic Sea, was once known for its booming textile industry. Now, decades after, outsourcing muffled the city's industrial buzz, that place, known primarily for a quiet student town, was now the home of the archives for the unexplained, formerly known as the UFO Archives, an enormous collection of material on UFO sightings and anything else that could be called into question, from the Loch Ness Monster to fairies to parapsychology. Okay, I thought it was papyrus psychology for a second. I was like, what the fuck is that? But no, parapsychology. Okay, we know what that is. What do scientists do when they think they might have intercepted alien signals? So there's been like 12 times now they believe that we've gotten a response from space. We don't know exactly where they come from, but I believe they're talking about this one case that seems to have like kind of said something. But here we go. Imagine that you're an astronomer working in your lab day in and day out, analyzing signals from space. Writes Sarah Leskow. Sure. I'm sorry if I butchered it. I did not mean to. One day, a strange signal registers on your instruments. You check that it is not an equipment error, and you start running through the possible explanations. All of the obvious ones and the less obvious ones. Maybe you are thinking that one possible explanation is unlikely as it may be, is that you've come across a sign from extraterrestrial intelligence. And then blah, blah. So there's also exploring Mexico's zone of silence, where aliens are rumored to be abound. There are a lot of stories of aliens and unidentified flying objects in the zone. Geraldo Rivera says, "Oh my Jeebus. A bispectacled state bureaucratic who is also devoted to U.S. Oh God, son of a beast. And why do you got to make so many fucking large words in a sentence? Who is also devoted to U.S. UFO investigator told writer T.E. Wilson, people often get lost in the zone, which is a 50-kilometer expanse of desert in the northern Mexico where radio signals fail and compasses spin uselessly. When this happens, it sometimes seems like tall blonde beings appear out of nowhere as well, which what citation needed, bitches. Anyways, those claim to have been encountered with tall, fair-haired aliens. They say the individuals speak perfect Spanish and ask only for water and disappear without much of a footprint. Yeah, when you're in the middle of the fucking desert and like you've not gotten enough fucking sleep and you've not gotten enough fucking nutrients, water, and thingy-mabobbers, you're gonna see fucking weird shit. That's exactly what happened, you weirdos. Who is keeping track of the weird stuff we sent into space? So one researcher set out to catalog all the weird, odd things humans have intentionally sent into space to represent the planet to alien life forms. A list that includes an advertisement for Doritos, a video compilation of Roman gymnastics from 2006, an invitation, comma, in Clingington, to attend a performance to a Killington opera. Oh my jeebus, I didn't even fucking know that bullshit. And then also a version of
nice.
Yeah, so they invited aliens to an opera, and then a version of Across the Universe plus a message from Paul McCartney, send my love to the aliens. Did I hear somebody pop in?
Yes, you did.
Okay, there we go. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good, brother. How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good.
Sorry, my audio is probably not what it normally is. I'm at work with some crappy headphones, but
it's okay. Can you move it a little bit more away from your face? Perfect. Say something else.
Hello.
Say one more thing. There. Okay. You can move it a tiny bit closer, but yeah, no. There we go. Okay. That should be good. Anyways, so let's go over the explaining our obsession with the unexplained, and then we'll get into like the more of the other subjects right quick. So, past few years, and especially the current moment, have revealed that such fringe beliefs and conspiracy theories are becoming more prevalent, and the more consequential, writes Colin Dickey in his book, The Unidentified Mythical Monsters, Alien Encounters, and Our Obsession with the Unexplained. Whoo, that's a fucking long-winded fucking name for your book. You can make it shorter next time. So, according to Chapman University in California, which surveys America's fears and irrational beliefs, the belief in aliens has visited. The belief that aliens have visited Earth during modern times went from 18% to 26% in 2016.
What did you say the university was called?
According to Chapman University in California.
I thought you said Chadman. And I'm like, yeah, that tracks. That a whole lot of university dedicated to America's irrational fears would be Chad.
Yeah, exactly. That's great. And don't mind all the weird things that just popped up in the side thing for things I've looked up in the past. Anyways, look at it. It's a fucking
you know
fake.
That you can get your own pet Tartarus.
Look at this. Look, it's a fake fucking mouth. This weird shit.
Literally a fake fucking mouth.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Hey, come on, I've come across them.
Oh, damn it, it changed it. I wanted to show everybody all this stupid other crap.
You were looking at those grandmas?
Yeah, bulky old women.
Well, I mean, I was like, hey, how do I fucking a buff old lady? And I guess that's what comes up when you enter that.
I just wanted to show this. Look how cool my hair is. Hang on.
Oh, Jeebus Christ.
Oh, very cool.
Oh, son of a bee sting.
That's really cool.
Nice. Awesome.
Need to get you to
I'm
a raid.
jealous. Yeah. Okay, so
yeah, I'm so happy. That's meant to be for my nails, and I was like, look, accidentally knocked it on, and all of a sudden, like, well, I'm glad it's the hair that lit up and not any other part of me. Let's put it that way.
well, you have not shown us you naked. I mean, if you stood naked, maybe we'd see other things glow, but we'll talk about that later. Anyways, so let's see. That's pretty much it. It says the blah 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 about da da da, but it says 35% of people in 2018 now believe that aliens have visited the planet. That's double 20% in from 15 to 18. So there we blow with that thingy mabobber.
Look, it's bright in the dark.
Now let me see. What's the next thing we should go over?
I looked at that trail camera stuff again. Like I found another one, and it says like there's like 50 foot trees behind it, and
that we can't see.
And if you look closely, it actually starts within the field. If that is
so that means that it's local or like way close. Totally. Exactly.
Oh yeah, that's why I thought it was a bird, because it looked like it may have picked something up off the ground and was like gliding off. But then it's the wings are too flat, not a slight curve.
Yeah, and that's why I was saying, look at the size. I said that immediately.
Like,
look at the size.
Little ones got some of those like foam glider planes, and like. They're quite big. You can get them, and they're really cheap as well.
Yeah, but
you
like
can get the big ones for very fucking cheap.
I actually downloaded one of the videos, and actually switched it to negative, and then you can clearly see how low it actually starts. It starts.
Okay.
It starts almost at the bottom of the frame, within the.
If you
grass. So
if you
full grass moving there, it's CGI.
And again, it wasn't a bit, but anyways, and you know how easy it is to like stick a pole up a pigeon's arse and put a couple of like reflective things and then throw it, and it's gonna, I mean.
Hey, look! When I showed you our family's private celebration.
Oh, sorry! God damn it! I didn't mean to call it out. I didn't mean to call it out. Yes, exactly.
How do you think they do their fireworks on their celebration? They just tie it to a bird and let it go.
Yeah. Well, hey, how do you think that we made the fireworks back in the day, right? I couldn't launch them in the air. I just put the fucking thing up the bird's ass and light it, and he goes, woo! And
that, or like if you're really wanting to redneck jerry rig it, you just give a load of pigeons some dry rice, which would be from the wedding the day before when you married your sister.
Yeah.
And then their stomachs swell
and what we used to do when we were kids with Alchema Seltzer. You put Alchema Seltzer on the ground or inside something, and you got the pigeons to do it. And about 20 minutes later, they go poof. Yeah, that is happening. We got in trouble at school for doing that. We literally kept like breaking up Alka Seltzer and putting it in bread for all the pigeons, and like all these pigeons on top of the fucking on the roof. They literally, you would watch them swell up, and then they would go, and they would just like slump over and just like roll off the thing and like die on the ground. Yeah, we did just like 10 pigeons at one day, and they called us and they were like, "Hey, stop fucking killing pigeons." We're like, oh, we didn't know it was like technically that real. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy. Yeah, we got in trouble for killing pigeons.
Hello.
I can't. Everybody say hello to this person, but I'm not even gonna try.
Let's just call them 225.
Sure.
That's
Welcome
the part of their name
225.
that we can pronounce.
There we go. Welcome 225. I hope that you enjoy the insanity that we're going over because that's pretty much going on. And I am very curious to know. Oh, it's a cat's nose. Okay. For a second, I wasn't sure what your avatar was, and I was like, "That looks really sexual." But no, it's a kitty's nose. Never mind.
I mean,
it's
a nose and a pussy.
Well, I was saying,
kind of sexual, depends in what order it's going.
well, I was gonna say if your clitoris is that red and swollen, we maybe need to see a doctor.
You don't want a pussy to have a nose, but having a nose and a pussy can be fun.
Well, there we go. But so, I was gonna say,
Especially
you need to
if
see a
Pinocchio.
doctor unless
Lie to me, baby, lie to me.
I was gonna say you might need to see a doctor unless you've been spending time in my dungeon, and then your clitoris may be that swollen and red. We'll talk about that later, though. Anyways, let's get to the rest of this.
Holy fuck, we're back.
Okay, so we talked about this a couple weeks ago. So there was allegedly a UFO that landed in the backyard of these people's houses in Las Vegas, and they said that they saw 7-foot tall green beings running around their backyard. There was also a police officer who claimed to have seen it as well. And then the other police officers had to go around and being like, I can't believe I have to ask this. Did you see a fucking 7-foot tall green man running in your backyard? And he's like, I would never say this except for one of our other officers said they fucking saw it. So, here is the second sighting of that. And you know what really sucks about that? It means Caesar, like in Caesar salad. Is that what it is? Anyways, that whole family had to be stuck in their home. What's it called when you can't leave your area? Not condemned, but they were quarantined.
Oh, okay.
Because they said they saw. Yeah, thank you, Harry. They said that they saw something that was out of this world. So literally, the FBI or whatever quarantined them.
Sorry.
For 7 days. For 7 days, they couldn't leave their house because they claimed to have seen this. So remember, folks, ladies and gentlemen, if you aren't making money off of pretending to see shit, don't say it. Otherwise, you're going to be quarantined in your house or you're going to have the government putting their fingers in weird places to let you know.
They didn't just go on YouTube and say it. They fucking called the police.
They called the cops.
Didn't they?
Yeah, they called the cops, and the cops came out. And again, they multiple times had to tell people that they saw all this crap. And all the video they had was a micro meteor. It was called a micro meteor that was falling. It was literally a shooting star that actually made it in the atmosphere that burned up before it even hit anywhere. I don't even think it made it to fucking ground. We just have enough video of it to where meteorologists are like, oh, it's a fucking meteor. Duh. I mean, yeah, exactly. That's all it freaking was.
This would have made an impact. Obviously, it's going to have done something. But, like, we're talking about something that small. It's not like fucking Men in Black 2, where, like, the little thing goes, and then all of a sudden... And massive big titty, like, 8-foot woman, of course.
Yeah.
Only my dreams.
And so anyways, so let's get on to the next alleged UFO being filmed in Las Vegas.
I wonder, though, like, one thing about that. First thing I think of is gas leak, right? Gas leaks make you hallucinate.
Why they think they... Yeah, totally.
Yeah. carbon monoxide or something.
But like, if they
See,
were
I don't know-
quarantined in their home when it was a fucking gas leak, they would have been dead.
The massive thing that happened was they were all outside during a barbecue after they saw that, and then they said they saw the 7 people. So maybe the propane link, but I don't know. But I think they did it for a clout. I think they literally saw a thing, and then they were like, "Oh, you know what? We can make a bunch of money trying to claim that there were 7 people." And I don't know what the police officer said that he saw a 7 person. I honestly don't know, but I don't think it was a fucking. I don't think it was a bunch of kids pulling a prank. At this point in time, we don't have enough evidence to claim it was a prank. So I don't know why this exactly happened, other than they did see something falling from the sky that was a bright light. So anyways, let's blow on.
Maybe they all just did a load of drugs.
Thank goodness you pulled the fucking camera back up, Skits. I saw that you have your pants off. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's how I roll at work, baby.
That's how I roll.
I
You know?
always miss Nick reveal.
No Pants Thursday, right?
yeah, exactly. That's what it is. So
that means
anyways,
a totally different thing over here.
yeah. So anyways, here's the Tickama-Talks that shows and
Dick sock.
Remember, folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody, UFO means something we can't explain. It doesn't mean
unidentified
alien.
flying.
It just means we can't explain it. When you go in and talk to
Unidentified
people,
flying object could literally be
your mom your mom's squirting. Your mom's squirting in the air, and your neighbors not knowing that, and they're like, "Oh my god, what is this like going up in the air?"
It could be your mum squirting out the ping pong ball that got left up her 8 men ago as well.
That's what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going to say.
It could be a weather balloon.
Your mom. Oh, you know, wait. The pool boy that your mom is dating made a little alien spacecraft, put it in her vagina, and she squirted out. And then fucking your neighbor took a video of it fucking going up and down in the, that's not an alien. It just means that you've got a really good squirter in your family or next door neighbor or whatever.
Someone got a bit too intense with their Kegel exercise and rocket launch and fucking bad dragon dildo out of her.
And yeah, exactly. And you know how many times we've seen fucking dudes farting out things as well, fucking on like fucking redonkulousness and the other fucking things. Literally, it could be anything happening. Again, just because you can't identify it doesn't mean it's fucking extraterrestrial.
No,
it could just be extra testicle.
Has anybody seen the track?
Sex jokes on it aside, literally it could be weather balloon. It could be it's a French aircraft that the Americans don't know. It's something within airspace that has not reported to flight control that they're in airspace.
And
unknown, unidentified doesn't mean unknown. Right,
it's
not an unknown aircraft. It's not something that we've never seen before. It's just it's not been identified. They're not identified.
And really quick, so private agencies that are testing out thingamabobbers in the air only have to tell certain people. They don't have to tell everybody and their mom. They really don't have to fucking go to the newspapers and go, "Today I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna put something in the air we never tried before." No, when you're testing something, you want to keep it hidden until it works. So say you were testing a weird new drone. So let's say you're testing a fucking weird new packaging system that's going to travel to do something, or what have they been doing in the last fucking 3 years with drones? Fucking putting advertisements in the fucking air. They're literally like, go buy fucking blah blah blah, or So what if it's just testing of something, right? You never know. And what did we go over yesterday? The first FAA approved flying car that goes 100 miles on its thingy-mabobber, and you can get it for blah blah blah. You know how many times they had to test that before they could get that? Lots of times. You know how many times fucking people saw that flying through the air? a lot of motherfuckers. That you can't hide
Been
that
a
bullshit.
UFO for a lot of times. Yeah.
Yeah, and exactly. Now everybody's like UFO, just like what we're gonna see right here. I believe this is one of the fucking first flying car tests that we just talked about yesterday. Because watch exactly what happens right now.
Okay.
And
Maximum
they,
eyes.
at least here in the United States, anything that doesn't go above, like, I think it's 200, 250 feet, they don't even have to report to the FAA or anything. They can just.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Right. And so, okay, is it showing?
Yeah.
Okay, so right now it's showing this little itty bitty dot. Okay, and then look at the size of these trees. So this is 5 a.m. in Las Vegas, 6/26/23. Okay. Dude, that can be a drone. That could be.
It's not spinning.
There's so many things it could be. Yeah, and it says it's spinning. No, we can't see that. And what happens when you throw a fucking frisbee in the air? I know you probably can't hang this long. But literally, there are ways to throw things like a frisbee to get it to hang in air in a certain way to some extent. But again, I think this is a remote controlled something. Because look at how the trees and it doesn't feel like it's further away than the background, right? It doesn't seem like.
Yeah, the parallax can be deceiving. Like, is it big and far away, small and close up?
Yeah, but I don't think. To me, it seemed like it was in the area of those trees, and so it seemed like that was. And then, did you see how it turned? So at one point it was like this big, and then at one point it was that. You know what I'm saying? So what would that be? It could be a drone inside of.
I'm not it's aliens, but
it's aliens. Everybody put aliens in the thing.
It didn't seem like it was going that fast.
No, it
right?
was not
I know
going
it's
fast at all.
very
It was
deceptive, but it was passed from one side, one tree to the other at about the same rate the person in the car was driving.
Well, and it was like, and it went this way, and then it went there, and then it, so the way that it moved was not like unhumanly or unworldly for us.
It
and
makes sense.
The other thing is
in that car you said with the speed.
Sure. Let's even say that. And or you know what you can do with the fucking drone nowadays? You can also put a shell on top of your drone and you can make it look like any kind of fucking thing. So it could have just been a drone that just like had like a dark shell on top of it because they were trying to use it for it was a remote controlled fucking Millennium Falcon, although Millennium Falcon isn't black. But again, it could have been any fucking flying object that wasn't in a normal shape because somebody's testing some bullshit. Oh, do we have a new person? Hey, Cole.
Hey, Cole.
Welcome to the insanity.
Welcome, Cole.
So once again, there's not one of the problems that we're having with all this bullshit, and we're going to be going over this with the fucking Sasquatch, is the quality of video is not very high. And then you post it on a fucking Instagram or a thing. They're dumbing down the video, and then now you're going to share it. Now you're dumbing down the video again. Now we're talking about it losing so much quality for us to actually look at it through the right eye.
So low quality when
exactly that's the
phones
problem.
Are so fucking. They're meant phones are like 4K recording devices now, and it's always the shittest quality.
What is the fucking joke we always say? If it's not in 6K fucking video, I don't believe it happened, right? You know, especially with your porn. Like, I don't believe that you had that sex until you show me the video of you having sex in 6K. You know what I'm saying? All of you are virgins until I see you having sex. No, I'm just kidding.
Dude.
But again.
Okay.
So little one CGI. I love it.
Yeah, exactly.
Still have to beat it, though.
No wonder she says I'm such a good mum all the time.
Okay, so here's the next thingy mabobber, and then we're going to go into the NASA whistleblower, and we're going to go over what they said. I needed to go over that last. I wanted to go over all the silly, fun stuff, and then we're going to go over how whatever they say. we'll go over that in a minute because Jeebus Christ, I have major problems with the way that they reported things. So, anyways, let's see. A fighter jet reportedly engages a UFO over Bad Axe, Michigan. I love saying Bad Axe, Michigan. It's my favorite fucking thing to say. And you know what, Michigan? Change your name to Badass Michigan. You should just change it to Badass Michigan, not Axe, Badass. So, anyways, let's see. This happened like July 5th. I don't know exactly when the report really happened, but anyways, close that, get that out of there. So, a group of friends moving things into storage unit believe that they saw an aerial fight between an F-16 fighter and an unidentified flying object in the skies of Bad Axe, Michigan, beginning in June, blah, 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 yakety. So here we blow. I hate when that does that because it makes me feel like
No, just play.
I got it. Okay, here we blow. So let me know when y'all can see it again.
Yeah.
Greetings, fellow Fordians. Tobias Wayland here.
I don't need you to show me that. Okay, there we blow. Oh, I'm going to go ahead and give you the full volume, and then here we go.
Editor-in-chief and lead investigator for the Singular Fordian Society, bringing you the latest in weird news. Michigan resident Christopher Bilbrey said that he was with his wife and two friends when they witnessed an aerial dogfight between two fighter jets and a UFO over...
I already call sus. He was with his wife and two friends in the middle of nowhere. Why were you doing that, you fucking weird, you kinky freaks, going to have an orgy or a threesome with your fucking wife? No, I'm just kidding. But anyway,
everyone knows it can't be an orgy if Slim's not invited.
Yeah, exactly. It's very sus saying you're going to go camping with you, your wife, and two other dudes. But anyways, we'll talk about that later.
For Bad Axe, Michigan, earlier this month. According to a report submitted to the National UFO Reporting Center, or NUFORC, on June 3rd, just after 10 a.m., the group was moving a camper at the storage units across Pigeon Road from the Mind Your grocery store when they suddenly heard earshot.
Okay, once again, like we've talked about before, there's too much information you just gave us. We don't need to know any of that information. That does not help your story.
It just muddies your brain up.
So you're like,
all these facts, it makes you think it's so much more substantial, but they're all pointless, and it's like wasting the space in your head for the rest.
Exactly. It's priming you, right? To say, oh my God, there's so much real information. It must be real because the next thing I'm going to tell you is this.
Shattering afterburners from above. The jets appeared to be F-16s, Bilbrey clarified during a subsequent interview with NUFORC.
How do you know what type of Fs, whatever they are? Why did you need to explain that? I get it. Most people...
How do you know what the F kind of F they are?
Exactly. Nowadays, we have F-55s or other things. The F-14s and F-16s are fucking 1990s. That's what you fucking watched in that fucking dumbass movie with fucking...
No.
What's his twat-ass name, right?
Are still...
Are they still? They're still used in the Americas. Yeah. Okay, because I thought now we have like F.
I'm not sure Merca, but I believe.
Yeah, no.
Our main.
Yeah, not in America. Not in America.
Yes, no. Are they still used?
F-16.
To the best of your knowledge, do we still use F-16s or F-14?
I believe we still use the F-16 Fighting Falcons.
What are our Blue Angels? Are they still the F?
I thought, or they're F-18 Hornets now.
They're F-8. Yeah, they're F-18. Yeah. Right now we have F-55s, I believe.
Still in surface,
which is
primary use United States Air Force. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure.
Those fuckers are 44 years old.
But
that's impressive.
No, when I was a teenager, that's what we were going in
to still be relevant.
Yeah.
Especially military technology.
Well, I don't know if we actually use them fucking for offense or defense right now. I think they're mainly used
They're
here to fucking show
multi-purpose.
people.
I think
we're
that's the biggest thing about them. They're multi-purpose.
okay. Okay.
Okay, it is the FA-18 Hornet.
Okay. Okay. Sure. But again, if you are not in the military, you pulling out your ass saying that these are F-16s or F whatevers, you don't know the difference. There's 16s, there's 18s, there's 30, you know what I'm saying? There's so many. So pulling out your ass and saying, and once again, they don't know what they're talking about. So they're going to put in extra information to make it seem like they know, and you are going to be like brainwashed almost into just following because they gave you all this fucking extra information that you don't fucking need. Like what we've done in the past when we've looked at fucking serial killers. When they're trying to get out of a fucking story, they're like, oh yeah, well, yesterday, then I went to the fucking thing, and when I was washing my fucking clothes, well, you know, the whites didn't come out right, and so I had to wash them again, and then, and you're like, why did I need to hear that? I asked you why your car broke down. You know, like I didn't need to know why your clothes didn't come out of the fucking wash right, you dumbass. So that's where I'm feeling with this instance, and especially the way that he like has his head put in here and the way he's covering up stuff. This seems a little sus to me.
A follow-up report published by Newfork said, Bilbrey has military experience and was familiar with aircraft from his.
And I don't know what Newfork is. I've never actually heard of that, and I'm sure that it may be a thing, but has anybody heard of Newfork?
Nope.
Supposedly, it's a military, whatever he said, it was somehow like tracking something or something. I don't know. But anyways, we'll look it up later.
Time stationed at the 304th Expeditionary Signal Battalion in Korea, where he was trained.
Way more information. We don't need any of this information, brother. Tell us exactly what we're seeing and why we're seeing.
You could have literally just said
they would circle fast as they could.
Like he could identify them because he'd worked with them previously due to having a military background. We didn't need to know where he was stationed or anything like that.
Yeah,
that
he's been in the military.
Follow-ups if it's asked.
Yeah, he's been in the military for 35 years. Bink, there you go. Or he's been in the Air Force for 35 years, which means that we know they should technically know the ways that these thingy-mabobbers work. So again, we're getting extra information, and look at the way he's covering up what he's going to go over in just a second. Look at how we can't see the image that he wants to go over in a second. You want to know why? Because it looks fake as fuck, bro.
This is the thing, right? This is on, as you said, that we can see, this is on TikTok. It's not like us now doing a video on YouTube where having all this extra information is pertinent, right? It wouldn't be pointless. It would be okay. This is a video where he has how long? A few.
I didn't know. I didn't know we could.
46 seconds is what.
Yeah, I didn't know we could. Yeah, and I didn't know we can go that long with this bullshit. He went 6 fucking minutes and 46 seconds.
I thought TikTok was only like a few, like under a minute.
Now they've changed a lot of. Yeah. Now they've changed a lot of things, but keep going.
Yeah, like it's still.
Why would you add this extra
time
bullshit?
Limited window he has to talk and explain, right? And
why would you not?
It's adding runtime. Normally, this is what YouTubers would take the piss out of other YouTubers doing, trying to pad out that 10 minutes to get the AdSense.
Yeah. And we want to see something really hilarious about this bullshit. What? If we go and look at the right of the screen, the first video that you see at the top left of there, he has 2 hearts on it.
Ooh.
If you go and you look at the one next to that, which is him again, 18 likes. If we go and scroll, I know this one has 622. It's only because he did this certain thing. Look at everything else. 6 days ago, 26, 52. He literally, he can't do shit. He is a dumbass. The only reason he did this is because he wanted to fucking get these thingamabobbers. Like, literally, he had 37 shares on this. That's it. Oh my god, dude, this is so fucking bad.
For TikTok, like, that is bad. TikTok, most people tend to get thousands of likes.
55
because people
comments.
scroll so quickly, constantly. They will like so many very quickly and just be on. It's not like yours has to be especially good. People will just like it. Like, go.
Yeah, if it's mildly funny or interesting. Yeah. Like.
Okay, so Mama is saying to us that there is an airport near there. So it's only a small airport near there. So why would there be jets there? Normally, you don't have jets going out of a small airport. I think that's what Mama's trying to say. And if I'm wrong, Mama, please. I was gonna say erect me, but that's not the right word. I mean, correct me. There we go. They're correct.
Also,
That's
I'm sorry. Military constantly run training exercises
through so many things, doing so many things. Of course, fuck yeah, dude. Like, I mean they're dropping anti fucking missile thingamabobbers to shoot missiles at it to see if those things work, right? I mean, you know, they're always testing. Do they do it over fucking places that most people can see? Fuck no. We're talking about in the middle of fucking nowhere, Michigan. It's called fucking Bad Axe, Michigan. Somebody
no,
really
for all
quick.
we know,
Hold
they
on,
shouldn't have been on that land.
Hold on. Somebody look up really quick the population of Bad Axe, Michigan. I'm sure it's going to be less than fucking 500 people or something. You know what I'm saying? It's in the middle of fucking nowhere. That's exactly why they do this in the middle of fucking the Nevada deserts, because there's barely anybody to fucking see it, and you have to test things. How do you fucking do shit without fucking doing it? That doesn't work. You have to fucking test things. You have to explode things. Just like what they always say about SpaceX. When every time SpaceX blows up a fucking rocket, that was a fucking positive, because now we know how to make it better. Like, it wasn't a negative because something exploded. So what happens when you fucking send up a test thing? Like, let's say a private company sends up a test something and it explodes, and and 1,000 people see it. Well, that's how that works. There you blow. There 3,000. It's a little bit more than I thought it was going to be, but again, it's fucking literally
not that much. Like,
no, and of course, and it's
for a whole area
nowhere.
Well,
Totally.
you also like think of how many times we had UFO sightings and quote unquote alien sightings when they were first testing out the stealth bombers and the stealth fighters.
That's right. Yeah, totally. And or the balloony thingies too. The first times we in the 60s or 50s when they were trying the weather balloon systems.
Well, the thing
we can find. Go ahead.
Well, the thing with the stealth bombers is, and like for that, it is like you didn't see it on radar, but you saw a big ass fucking thing in the sky. So that's quite obvious. And like with the balloons, like they still, relative to their size, show up on radar. So
actually, I don't think balloons show up on radar per se, because they're hollow and there's not enough. I don't know. It doesn't matter. 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 Let's see. So really quick. Yeah, sure. Really quick. The other thing that we've noticed about weather balloons, when they get to a certain height, they actually turn into not an orb, but they turn into like a flat surface. They almost look like a spaceship. And if it is so far away and you can't see the payload sitting below it, that is the weather system and then the fucking antenna on top, when they get to a certain point, because of atmospheric pressure, right? So they go like this. They go globe size. They go big, huge ball size, right? Long ways down, up and down. And then they slowly will turn flatter, and then they explode, right? So before they explode, they look like a sandwich. They look like a wide thing, and then they pop. So what happens when you're watching that
big ball exploding?
Well, we'll talk about big balls exploding later there, sir. Anyways, so what happens is when you are miles and miles away and you see this a thick thing that looks like a spaceship, and then it explodes and it's so far away, you think it just disappeared out of sight, like it flew away from you. You didn't see the explosion per se, right? You just saw this object be there and then not be there. What are you gonna think? Oh my God, it was a fucking UFO that just zipped out of our fucking vision and did it. You know what I'm saying? It's all optical illusions. Remember, folks, if our senses were so fucking awesome, why do you need glasses? Why do you need hearing aids? Why do you need fucking fake bullshit to make your fucking senses work? Because you can't. What do we talk about always? When you recall something that happened in your life, you're not recalling the actual memory of that. You're recalling the memory of the last time you told that story. So it gets warped and warped and warped, and that's why
it never is the same. Anytime you tell a story, it's always minutely different, and it's not that you're actively lying or anything like that. Like you're remembering the last time you told it, which is why blind people who were born sighted and lose their vision later in life end up forgetting what colors look like or what things look like, because every time they try to remember it, when they're bringing up the last time they thought about it, and it blurs the line of what their memory of it is. So they end up thinking pink looks entirely different, or an elephant looks like something it's not, because their brain is changing the memory every time. Like, it's so fascinating.
Yeah, exactly. You know, like every time I talk about how big that butt plug was, I'm always like, it's always this big or that big, and you know, like it's it was that big. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
but
Slim, then again, like a butt plug, like at least the one I got, I can inflate it so I can decide how big it is.
Yes, but when you tell the story later, you always say it's way bigger than.
Fuck.
Hold on. I got to do this. There we go. Okay. Cheers, bro. Salute, Solanche, all of the above. We definitely need a fucking shot after this bullshit.
Yeah.
So here we go.
My camera's not working. Cheers.
Cheers, bro. Salute, Solanche, skull. Tap it down on the ground to wake up the dead. And
chin,
I think chin, and there's a couple other ones. So here we go.
Oh,
fuck me! God damn it!
Yes, please.
Oh, I don't have a chaser. Son of a beast thing! I don't have a chaser. Oh
no!
Run! Oh.
Okay.
That makes it
son
double.
of a beast thing. Bad vodka. Bad vodka. Fuck me. Okay. Anyways.
Yes, please.
Right, so let's get further around. Let's get further into this. So we've already pointed out all the flaws in this so far, but let's go further with this.
He hasn't said that much yet.
Okay, so hold on. So Mama is saying the Bad Axe falls within the known as the Steelhead military operations area, airspace patrolled by the 180th aircraft, including F-16 Fighting Falcons. So in the area, they do have the F-16s still in that area that they're using. And again, I know they're still doing the Blue Angels, right? Like, I mean, that's still a thing. However, I'm pretty sure. I don't think they stopped that bullshit. I used to go watch the Blue Angels fucking every June at Del Mar County Fair. No, at Pendleton. I think at Pendleton. We used to drive up to Pendleton, and I think that was the Pendleton Airfield. I think Pendleton has an airfield, and then we used to go watch them fly all the planes, and they had all the stuff and things, and there was a lot of military places in the Southern Californias that we were around. So if I get certain names wrong, I'm sorry, but I hung out like at all the and if I've not mentioned this before, hold on, I gotta fucking open this, even though it's gonna be semi-warm. I was married to a Marine for 2 years in California, and she was a weather person for the Marines. My favorite thing that she ever told me was, yeah, we look at weather patterns from like the last 100 years, but if it's not a weather pattern that we've never seen before, we can't tell shit. She's like, literally, we're rolling dice. It's literally like whatever the patterns we found in the past, and we put them together and we make a thingy about her. She's like, I don't fucking know what I'm talking about, but
it's best guess.
Yeah, and it was funny because she's like, we literally send fucking aircraft carriers and we send other things into these places, and we're like, it shouldn't be bad for you. Let's hope that it's not shit. But they can't 100% tell. But then unfortunately, well, actually, I got married for money. She was giving me $500 a month to be married to her, being in the service, because she was making $1,200 more a month being married. And so we did that, and we got married. And our first night being married, we had our club in Tijuana, Mexico, and she was one of the people. She was one of my DJs. And the first thing we said when we got to Mexico was, "I bet you I can cheat on you first." so we literally like we're in the club trying to like I'd be like hitting on this chick, like blah blah blah, and then she's hitting on a dude, and I'm like, I got this first. And she's like, no, I got it. And like I want to say I won, but I don't know, maybe she did. But that only lasted for like 6 months, and then she moved to Okinawa and found a dude that she did fall in love with and had a kid with him, or got pregnant by him. So she's like, here's the, not divorce papers, but the getting out of it before or whatever. I don't know what they're called.
Annulment.
Yeah, the annulment paper. She was like, we were only like, but so she sent me the annulment papers, signed the fuck out of them, and I was like, cool. I made like $3,000 just barely being fake married, or barely, being fake married to her. So
those papers make it like, technically you've never been married,
yes,
right?
I've never been married. So on documentation.
No, but like if she would have gotten more pay at her work for being married, if you annul it, like, would you not have to pay that back?
No, that's a drop. And then since she got married right after that for being pregnant, they just made the military is a lot different than the government. That was a military thing.
Well,
and
even if it was the government, they wouldn't have made you give it back.
Yeah, and not just that.
You were legally married still. Annulments happen for certain things like mental health, STIs, or if you didn't actually have sex while you were married. But like you guys still lived together, you still did all the other things like that would have made it why you get the extra money, so it doesn't matter that it got annulled.
Yeah, and then the other thing about that as well is her father was like a top fucking general or something in the military as well. Like he fucking ran a fucking whole like ship himself or whatever the fuck. So he literally was just like, stamp, get rid of this fucking tattooed punk ass little bitch, and like bring, you know what I mean? Like it was just like,
bring in the real man.
Yeah, like probably.
If only they knew.
That was a lot of fun. But for a while and because my stepdad fucking made unmanned sea vehicles to pick up airplanes off the ocean, I had my military ID when I was a teenager, and then I had that, and then I went on there and we, bought stuff. It's not called the commissary; it's called the free duty. It's the free duty market or something, right? Is that what it's called? The free? I don't remember. Whatever. And then I did all that, and then all my homies that we did all the crazy stuff with were all seamen, Navy people, and like I literally like. Now I think it's long enough. I think I can say this. I literally was doing drugs with like high up officers. Like I'd be like snorting cocaine with somebody, and I'm like, so what's going on? And they're like, oh yeah, like I'm the blah, blah, blah of the yakety schmackety of the thing in the government. I'm like, wait, what are we doing now? Like, should I bolt right now? Because like, so one time really quick, before we get further into this, I needed to. I had a bunch of drugs, and I wanted to go to Utah to go to a rave there on Havana Lake, whatever that huge lake is in Nevada. And so it takes like a day and a half to get there. And so I'm driving with this dude, and we're driving in. Like, I keep fucking giving him ketamine because that's what his thing was. And like halfway there, he goes, "Bro, you don't even know what I do you?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I work for the FBI and I test drugs for like major cases, and like I put like huge drug dealers away by doing testimony on federal cases."
You're telling me you know good drugs when you see them.
Yeah, well, that's what I was. Well, at first I was like, "Oh my god, I'm fucking fucked," and then I'm like, "Oh, well, I'm a nobody, and obviously he knows good drugs because, you know, as a testament, if he keeps buying off of me and he wants me to be here to keep giving, I guess I'm a good fucking drug dealer or whatever." But like, dude, for a hot second, you're sitting there going, do I just open up the door and roll out of the car and just hope I don't die? And then like, you know, like, am I completely screwed or not? And like, dude, that happened to me like a handful of times where like I'm somewhere and people are like, blah, 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 yakety schmackety. And they're like, I work for the FBI or blah, blah, blah. And, and they're like, don't worry, Slim. We want you. We're after the others, you know, or they're after the people who do like, lots of, you know, like you've got fucking a couple ounces of coke.
To school kids outside the school, or
picking
and up the guy with something that's going to kill him. You're just small time,
and
like hanging out with people and having fun, and
and I'm putting on
a very different vibe.
I'm putting on an underground
drugs the way they're supposed to be used.
Well, exactly. I'm putting on an underground rave with only adults. We card people at the door. We literally make it as safe as possible for adults. And we only give, you know, and so I got in contact with all these fucking high up people eventually doing all that stuff. And people are like, "No, Slim, we don't care about you. You're cool." Because like you said, I'm not trying to fucking blah, 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 yakety schmackety. And we want to get high. Everybody in the fucking does drugs like
people
in the Americas.
Really
like,
don't
you know,
realize like the amount of times you see like. So big thing is someone that looks like me, right? Then proper like suit and tie businessman. Who are you gonna think does drugs? Just looking. Most people would say me. However, no, I don't do drugs.
It's
businessmen. So many
business people, dude,
that are in like high up jobs that look so prim and proper and like got together. They're there doing all kinds of things. Some of them are even like out and out heroin addicts.
Have you seen fucking The Wolf of Wall Street? I think is that the fucking name of that fucking movie? Bro, literally, that's exactly what fucking the rich fucking elite do. They are fucked up on drugs constantly, having sex with fucking escorts. Literally.
And yet they're so really quick, fucking judgmental.
So really quick, I think I've said this before, maybe not. I used to get paid thousands of dollars by rich fucking businessmen to do whatever they want. They're like, I want to go to a rave. I want to go have sex with a fucking prostitute. I want to go do ecstasy. I want to do I was working through a company, in quotes, where literally I get a text message or I'd get a thing and they're like, "Hey, go pick this fucking businessman up from the fucking airport." And they're like, "In your bank's going to be $3,000. And then I go pick him up. And then as soon as he gets in, I'm like, "How's your day going? Where are we going?" And then he'd go, "I want to go pick up a prostitute. I want to do coke." And then, you know, and I'm like, "Okay, cool." Or we go to his hotel and they drop off shit. And he's like, "I'm going to go to a rave and I want to go dance with some 19-year-olds and, you know, okay, cool." And then we go here and this. "Oh, I want this. I want that." And then after their money kind of ran up, I'm like, "Hey, bro, you got another $1,000 in your pocket? Because I can't do that until you pay me more money." And then I would make fucking $7,000 in one weekend just taking a fucking rich white fucking fat, ugly businessman around fucking town for fucking 3 days straight until I dropped them off at the fucking airport and they fucking left. I literally was a fucking what is that called? What it's called a thingamabobber when you go to a hotel and you like ask for
an escort.
It's called something, but I don't remember what it exactly is. No, the escort is the people that I hire to have them go around. It's I want to say connoisseur, but it's not that word. There's another word. That when you go to a hotel, you literally can go to the front desk and be like, concierge. I technically was a concierge, but I did it for a company and a concierge. It's called a concierge. Instead of
so I just thought that's the person at the front desk of the hotel.
No. There's a person who, if you go to a hotel and you're rich, you go, where's the concierge? And then you go, hey, I need a prostitute. I need an escort. I need drugs. You literally can actually go to high-end resorts and things and ask for them. And they literally will do whatever you ask. You literally can be like, there's a limit. I mean, you can't say, let me go have sex with a fucking underage goat. And they're like, yeah, well, let's go there. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things you can't do.
You heard it as well, Skids, didn't you?
I know.
And the stupid thing is, that's what I've been around all day. Little goats.
No, but it makes sense. What's an underage goat called? A fucking kid.
A kid, exactly. But that's the reason why I brought that up is not because I 100% ever had that happen, but I had people to come to me and be like, I want to like do certain things, and you're like, I literally can't do that, bro. Like, I mean, if we go to fucking Mexico and you want to see a donkey show, we can do that. But any other time weird things go together, I'm like, man, I can take you to a fucking thing where 19-year-olds are there, but I can't guarantee you're going to fuck a 19-year-old there. But afterward, I can go and get you a fucking escort that wears a fucking maid's outfit and you can pretend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can do that part, but I literally can't do illegal things. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like the drugs isn't. It's only fucking with him. It's not hurting anyone else. But
yeah. I can get you a real escort.
Someone else pain.
Yeah. I can get you an you can spank a fucking cow on a farm. That's the closest I can get you to that too. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things I can't go past. I'm not gonna go past that. Although I did see a bunch of weird fucked up shit at other events that I was like, God damn, I gotta fucking leave after this bullshit. You know, like seeing the fucking goddamn fucking zebra. Are you?
Yeah, I gotta pop off real quick.
Yeah. Yeah,
definitely. Thank you so much for having me on, brother. It's good to see everybody.
Yeah, definitely. Cheers.
Nice to drop in.
Have a nice rest of your day, darling.
And you can't risk everybody around you hearing what I'm talking about right now. He's like, I'm bounced. Sorry, I'm out.
Bye. Yeah, Skip's being in his office, tripping over his headphone cord. It popping out.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's blow back to this again, which is let's see what he's saying with what they say. And dude, look at the fucking video. That's all I gotta say. Just look at the fucking video. That's all I have to say.
Looking intently for something, Bilbrey said. So and green.
He doesn't even show it. You asshat. He doesn't even show it. God damn it. He doesn't even show it. I thought that he did. I don't know where it's actually at then. Yeah, I don't know where it's actually at. Oh, you douche nozzle. You totally tricked me. Son of a bitch. Is it in here?
It shows a different date because I believe his show June 20th on the... From what
let's try this.
It does have an awesome picture of the F-16s.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to see if there's an actual, because at one point in time I did find a video of it somewhere. I just don't know where that's at off the top of my head. So Oh well. Anyways, let's blow on to the last thingy bobber, which is the NASA whistleblower. Supposedly. God damn it.
Ollie man, then quickly grab a pint and drink it, right? He's a pint lighter.
There we go.
So,
or you can put it. You can also take a tube with a funnel, and you can put it up your arse, and you can pour the pint in there, and it'll still be a pint heavier. Anyways, let's keep going. I'm such a dick. Anyways, let's keep blowing on. U.S. Son of a bee sting. Sorry. NASA astronaut claims that aliens have prevented a nuclear war on Earth. Oh, there is a fun little cute little thingamabobber. Oh, how cute is this? Let's go ahead and see if... Yeah, okay, let's play this. And then maybe I don't have to explain it as much. Let me get rid of this bullshit. All right, let's see what this is. UFO switched off 10 nuclear warheads when it flew over military base. The U.S. Air Force veterans have been giving accounts of their alien encounters to the U.S. government. All Domain Anomaly Resource Office, which has been public UFOs for blah, 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 blah. Yeah, none of them most of this. But literally is just saying these certain people are saying that they've seen UFOs. Since 1967, bro. The seconds after the sighting of the report, this is the latest in the 10 missiles and being the radar dropped off the line. So supposedly they've been turned off after this was gone over. So after blah blah blah. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but if they got an order to launch, if that would have taken hours for it to get back up and running. After those hours, they would still be launching. Like,
yeah. Okay, so
there was a little glitch in the system. Why they were unable to fire or something like that? I don't know.
I'm gonna read this right quick to see if we need to know more.
Ollie, I was talking about a pint of water. Come on.
Jeez. So
you need to refill.
Let's see. And there's a little bit about this that we could go over. So Edgar Mitchell, who was involved in the Apollo 14 mission, gained a reputation for sharing conspiracy theory when he arrived back from the moon in 1971. He said that he was the sixth man on the moon and was the lunar module pilot for Apollo 14. Before his death in 2016, he spoke about, in length, claiming that aliens visited Earth. He said it might have happened, or it happened around the Soviets' height of the Cold War tensions. The White Sands Missile Range in New Mexico is where he's saying this is where there were the testing grounds for atomic weapons. We all know. And that's where the extraterrestrials were involved, which we do have proof of them testing atomic weapons there. And there's no other source that says there was like better weapon systems being tested or that we had any more information than anybody else around the world. We just figured out how to make the atomic bomb work first before everybody else. And then everybody else figured it out too. So we didn't have any other special information that anybody else didn't have through what they say is alien information they were given Yeah, there's no other information. And we're going to go over the stupid digital optical modules that may be buried hundreds of miles underneath the ice surface of Antarctica. But we're going to talk about that in another thingy, Mabobber. We're not talking about that here. We have another stream. We're talking about that. So, which is wonderful to like end with that. So the NASA informant, he told us that, and we can look it up later, and I think we already went over it. I think that's what Mama is trying to show us. He said that he never firsthand saw alien aircrafts. He was heard it through the halls and in the mess hall and blah, 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 that we were reverse engineering technology not from this earth, supposedly. But when you're thinking about stuff that we find from other countries, do we know that it is from this earth or not until we can figure it out, right? So if we find a fucking Russian anything that crash landed anywhere and we pick it up first, do we know it's Russian right off the top of the bat? Maybe, because we can see like Russian fucking things on it or something. But what if you're trying to make something that has no markings on it so that nobody can figure out where it came from? The first year you have it, or the first fucking like a month, do you know where it came from? Fucking no. You're gonna say it's fucking alien, and they're like, oh goddamn, it's fucking from China, right? I mean, like,
yeah.
Just because you have a thing that says in the beginning saying that you don't know where it came from doesn't mean that later on we don't figure out where it fucking came from. That's the problem. Is conspiracy theorists don't follow the fucking chain or the fucking candy to the witch's house. You know what I'm saying? They look at the first piece of candy and they're like, piece of candy, it must have come from aliens. No, it's the fucking witch that fucking put it out so you can fucking follow it. You can fucking go there so she can cook you. You know, like there is a purpose behind it. Just because the first thing your punk ass thinks doesn't mean that's what it is. You have to follow the trail, look at fucking where it came from, how it works, and put things together and talk to other people to go and get a understanding of how kind of a beast thing, how it all goes together. Once again, I used to make 6-minute news packets for Fox News, NBC, and CBS. I was paid $10,000 to make a 6-minute news packet because I would go and find the resources. I would go write a script. I would go fucking interview the people. Then we do B-roll, and then I would go and I would write like when the thingy mabobber comes in the corner to show the fucking thing while the person's reading the thing, while the fucking interviewer or the news reporter was here. I literally would write out all that bullshit. That was, of course, in 2003, 3 and 4, maybe 5. I moved to Colorado in 2006. And I wasn't doing news stuff once I moved here because when I moved here, I noticed that there was a lot of opportunities for doing live entertainment. And so that's when I got in with the gay club and was putting on gay events, BDSM events, punk nights, metal nights, and alternative nights. And so I brought all of that crap to Fort Collins for a couple years until I started breaking the beer bottles over my head and eating the glass and slashing my chest open with the ends of the beer bottle that was broken. And Fort Collins said, you need to leave. And I went to Denver, and then I did that for a couple years. And then I moved back here. And yeah. So anyways, I only have a little bit of understanding of like how to do research for whatever's. So I wanted to find proof of aliens that have been here, but we're not there yet. So we're almost there. So tomorrow we're going over Pearly Things. If you don't know who Pearly Things is,
oh god, her.
They
even Slim.
Yeah.
Even
I know.
Roma Army.
I know.
Has pulled her out. Like that's how
Yeah.
bad it is.
What?
And
We'll
if
talk
you don't
about it
know
tomorrow. Hold
Roma-
on, hold on. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Like.
Okay.
So, anyways, so Pearly Things went on Pierce Morgan's channel or his program, right? And then he interviewed her, and there was another feminist or another female. I don't even think she's a feminist. Just another female was on there, right? And she did it was like a 20-minute interview they did or something like that. I don't know. But what did fucking Pearly Things do? Because nobody fucking paid that attention and she kept fucking getting fucking called out. She did an hour-long stream reviewing her own fucking interview.
Okay.
So that's what we're going
Somebody
over tomorrow.
hungry for attention or something.
Yeah, so that's what we're going over tomorrow. Her going, oh my god, like you should have thought of this whenever. Oh my god, it's so fucking bad. Like it's so fucking bad, bro. Like oh my god.
Prelude for everyone for it. So, Just Pearly Things is a rather young woman from a rather well-off white family who has never had a job, never faced any adversity whatsoever in her life.
Yep.
And she is a part of the men's rights movement. However, she is one of the toxic voices of the men's rights movement, because I don't want to say all people involved in it are toxic, but she basically says women are stupid, women are dumb, women need to go back in the kitchen, women should be able to vote.
Vila, what do they call her? She's the female Andrew Taint.
Yeah.
That's what literally everybody was calling her, the female Andrew Taint.
Like then you're saying like,
yeah,
women, all women are stupid. Don't listen to them. Wait.
Why are we listening to you, bitch?
But no, then that's the point. Someone said that to her, and she said, well, that's it. You shouldn't listen to me.
Then why the fuck are you fucking even on the thing?
She's trying to give marriage advice, and she's never been married. Well, no one knows if she's even been in a long-term relationship.
No, but she's had sex with 5 dudes. She has admitted she's a slut because she's fucked 5 dudes, being 26.
Christ, God knows what the fuck I am then.
Well, dude, I've had sex with over 100 people. Men and women. What am I then? I am just like the arbiter of
person here.
Exactly. What am I?
You're a whore.
I'm the
most. Always get paid for it.
And see, that's a whole nother thing that dumb cunt doesn't realize. She doesn't think sex work is empowering to women because they get. Never mind. We're going to talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, anyways, she is.
I just thought I'd give the prelude.
Yeah. No. Totally. And she's just the anti-feminist.
Yeah, she's extremely anti-feminist, and she's also a massive hypocrite because some of the things she's come out with saying is like, women, it's your own fault if you didn't report the man to the police for abusing you, blah, blah, blah. But on the advert says it's not men's fault for that. Mm. Because this is like, I do believe a lot in the men's rights movement. But not the way all these fucking YouTubers approach it, right? Because there are certain issues within the world that have got men at a disadvantage. These people, however, don't actually care about that. They just are using that to exploit men even more and make money. Like, she's literally victim blamed domestic abuse victims. Like, she makes no sense, and it's shit because like this isn't good, this isn't healthy for them, because you've got these people that are going to them, no, you are so fucking victimized. Oh no, men are like more victimized than any other people in the world. Yeah, but I'm not going to do anything to like help you. I'm not going to do anything positive. I'm not going to teach you how we should treat women. and say like these women that I'm going to show you these like clips of going like, I want a man with 6 figures, 6-inch dick, blah blah blah. Like, we're not going to say like that's a toxic woman. We're going to say all women are bitches.
Yeah. So really quick. Ox is saying the thing about the church ladies and housewives and stuff. The most hardcore sex I ever had with somebody was the priest's daughter. One of the first people who said just shove in my ass, like as soon as she shut her bedroom door, was the priest's daughter. Right? Like it's the people who are the most deprived that are the most fucking crazy and weird and want to do the weird crap.
Yeah,
and anyways,
Slim, before you start finishing this off, I because like he's our dude. So I'm putting a link in the side chat because Widow's streaming in a bit.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and 48,
in like
49 minutes or something. He is yeah. So if y'all want to go and hang with him and what's his name? What's his site name?
I forgot.
Anyways, let's keep flowing on, and that's part of the reason why some of us aren't there, because his little sidekick did disrespect one of our military friends, and so yeah. Anyways, let's keep blowing on. So really fast, let's go over to like a part of what this cunt says. And Vila, if you'll do me a favor and you will look up a couple things, and I will bring them up when we watch this really fast. And then we'll go from there. So, what's it called? Let's see. So,
Tate, Pearl Davis on why she thinks women shouldn't vote. Piers Morgan is back with yet another episode of Uncensored.
Why she thinks women shouldn't
some
vote.
Of the worst people online to stand next to him to make himself look good in comparison. He is the GOAT at this. This is his bread and his butter. He does this all the time. So here he is back at it again.
So Pearl Davis has racked up a legion of online followers and plenty of breathless newspaper coverage.
Pearl Davis, fuck you, you dumb cunt.
By sharing her incendiary view.
Sorry, I apologize. I said this is Piers Morgan's bread and butter, but
there we go. It's the bread and butter.
This is Piers Morgan's tea and crumpets. Right.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people think I'm insane because I don't think women should vote. Everybody thinks I'm crazy for this opinion. If anything, this is probably my most extreme opinion. 90% of women have been on birth control. 1 out of 3 women has had an abortion. 1 out of 3 women has an STD. Average body count is over 5, so your average wife is.
What does that fucking matter? It doesn't matter. What does any of this
have? Experience. She knows what she wants.
But what does that matter about anything? Why does that mean women shouldn't vote? What does any of this have to do with anything, you fucking weirdo? How many fucking men have an STD? How many fucking men have been slept with a gazillion people? Why are you ebbing it only on women? Everybody and their mom, especially if we're talking about like an open society that fucking gets to do whatever they want. Who cares about any of these statistics, you dumb cunt?
Only churchy people.
She's just trying to pigeonhole a thing. And the other thing I want to say really quick, although I'm going to say like every fucking single 15 minutes when we go over the stream tomorrow, bitch, you're single. You're not married and you don't have kids. How the fuck do you know what the fucking rest of all these fucking other people doing that is?
She's already at the average, right?
And she's over fucking
5.
But listen to what she says. You know what? If you're married and you got kids, you got to do it for the kids. You can't get out of the marriage because to make it for the kids. What if you're getting molested by the person you married? What if the kids are? What if you're being physically abused? What if all these other things that are happening?
What if you are not happy?
Well, sure. She's just gonna say it's all about you pretending to not be happy and just wanting to get out because of false narratives. But hold on. Let's go and say what if that's not it? Because that's not why people leave marriages. It's because of so much abuse, so much weird shit that's going on, and or somebody decides to be somebody else, right? Say somebody decides they want to be another gender, or they want to start getting modified, or they want to go on a different path than somebody else.
Or you just fall out of love.
That's what I'm getting at. You have to, at that point, go, sorry, homegirl, sorry, homie. We're gonna have to split. And it sucks that we have a kid together, and we're gonna have to figure that in between. But if somebody wants to be a fucking balloonist, or somebody wants to be a weird fucking thing, and you're just like, I can't fucking be relating to that, and or again, like Steven Crowder, like fucking not Major Green, Major Green twat, and fucking the other fucking weird twat bitch from Colorado with the fucking glasses. That's like, with the gun fucking thing that the gun restaurants used to have. They're all fucking getting divorced. You know why? Because they're fucking not doing what they're fucking supposed to do. Bitch, you're supposed to be in the fucking kitchen, barefooted, getting pregnant, doing whatever your husband says while you're washing the dishes or making food. You're out there fucking being a politician. Why are you being a politician when you're supposed to be fucking doing whatever your husband says? And that's what they promote. And that's the problem with this bullshit, is these cunts are out there promoting this anti-feminist shit. But honey, why don't you fucking have a man? Why are you not pregnant in the kitchen, barefooted, and if that's what you're fucking supposed to do? She's out there to make money. She's a total grifter, and we're gonna go over that later. But let's keep listening to this bullshit for just a second.
Can I say my bit now?
No, please go ahead. I'm sorry. Yeah,
that's right. So I don't know what the rate transfers to, but apparently in 2020 there were only 11.2 abortions in the US per 1,000 women aged 15 to 44. 11. Call it 12 to round it up, because it's a 0.2 of a person.
Sure.
12 women per 1,000. That is money. That wouldn't be 1 in 3. I'm pretty sure that's not 1 in 3.
And I want to say this really quick about abortions, that somebody that we used to talk to that isn't here anymore used to fucking say, and I don't fucking believe it, was people do not use abortions as birth control. Most people try to use other forms of birth control. Just because every once in a blue moon their birth control doesn't work and they have to get an abortion, and some of them get multiple, isn't because that's the only thing they're using. Most people do use multiple things. Every once in a blue moon, there's a dumbass that wasn't taught enough and they don't know how to use birth control. And every time they get pregnant, they get an abortion. That's not because they're trying to only use abortion as birth control. They don't know enough. And that's why in the schools, we need to teach consent, right touching, wrong touching, and birth control, condom, and the other forms of it.
And we need to get this idea that the pull-out method is anywhere near effective.
No, that's the worst. No, that is fucking dumb. You want to know why?
These apps that are promoting, if you have sex on these days of the month and pull out, it's safe. No, it's not.
No.
It's less likely, but not safe.
Yeah. You want to know how I was
still
fucking
not STD safe?
Yeah, well, and you want to know how I was fucking born? Is from that method. That's what my parents
pull out
did.
Baby.
I mean,
not just that.
From a vasectomy.
But not just that. They were going off of what they thought was the time of the month, and then pull out, and then my parents are on drugs. I'm a coke baby. My brother looks like a normal human being. I look like a coke baby. So, I mean, besides a couple other things, but the pull-up method doesn't work. And you want to know how I know? Use until I had to have 2 abortions because that shit didn't fucking work. And the rhythm method, that's what it was called. Thank you, Mom. It's called the rhythm method, even though that's fucking bullshit. That's what we're talking about. I've had 2 abortions, and then when my significant other was like, I can't fucking do the the pills anymore and rotating through them, I went to the government and said, can I get a vasectomy? And my doctor looked at me and was like, yeah, and the government will pay for it. You're insane. So you technically get it for free. Check mark. Anyways, they did make me wait 2 weeks to respond again to like tell them, yes, I'm going to get it and whatever. But like,
Oh, here's another brilliant one.
more people need to actually be educated on all of this stuff to know how this works. If you don't know how your fallopian tubes work and you don't know how like your fucking like genitals work, you're not helping anybody, dude. Like
it's women are so ill-informed about their body. Like, sorry, this is going to be a bit like grim, but we know that discharge from women's vaginas are 100% natural and healthy, right? It's meant to.
And that's not a bad thing per se.
Now, that discharge changes throughout the month. It changes when you are closer to your period. It becomes like thicker. Whereas when you're closer to ovulation, it becomes thinner because it's helping the sperm
get in there and blah blah blah.
Like, and I wasn't taught this in school.
Yeah, well, exactly, and that's the major problem with right now with the Americas is right now we're trying to get rid of sexual education so that fucking little 14-year-old girls don't know. Hold on.
And I didn't get taught that. That's scary.
Like, I know. But the problem that we're having that we've talked about before is now little 14-year-old girls are not being told when they're being raped by their fucking cousin or their uncle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we need to be taught consent and how this works and how that works and when things do certain things and how to get certain things. There was a okay, yeah. But anyways, there were this fucking like we went over this like a while ago, or maybe we didn't go over it in public. There was an old couple on a religious fucking channel, and she said, I didn't realize I had a clitoris until one of my fucking nurse friends showed me on her daughter that was fucking 5 years old where the fucking clit is. Like, oh my God, you didn't know you had a clitoris? And then she's like, every time we had sex, I just pushed through it because it hurt so bad. And I was just like, this is what God wants. No, honey, that's not what God wants, you dumb cunt.
She literally thought she was bought without a clitoris.
And
because her husband, when they got married, somehow got a book about sex, and it said that women have a clitoris, and if you rub the clitoris, it makes women come.
Yeah,
and she's like, well, he's never been able to make me orgasm, so I must just not have a clitoris. It never occurred to her that he just wasn't fucking doing it right.
Yeah, and you know what? If there was a God up in heaven teaching us to do something, he would teach you how to use your fucking clitoris, bitch. Literally, why would God give you these things and not let you use it? That's the stupidest thing. Like I was walking around my warehouse today yelling about this bullshit. Why did God give you all these fucking pleasure sensors, all these things, and then say, you know what? You can't use it until you get to heaven, and then once you get to heaven, then you get to use. But when we get to heaven, you can't even use it. Like, what are you talking about?
You don't have a physical body, so you don't have the body with the nerve endings for the erogenous zones to work. Like, what?
You literally gave us all this fun stuff to play with. And the other thing that I want to say is, hold on. There are natural chemical thingamabobbers where when we sniff it, when we smoke it, when we put it up in certain body parts, we have fun. Yes. Why the fuck would God make all this fun stuff for us not to use it, motherfucker?
I know why.
Fuck you, bro.
I know why.
Sure.
Slim is doing. God is doing the blanket method on us.
Yeah, but that's not how the.
Oh, and one thing about divorce, that like there's one quote that I really love about it, and it's like, it's better to come from a broken home than live in one.
Yeah.
Because it's better if the home breaks up and you part your
Yeah,
weight.
yeah. Again, these people are like, nah, keep getting beaten by your husband and keep letting your kids get raped by them to make sure that the family stays together. No, Bolt, get the fuck away from that motherfucker before he fucking ruins your life even more, you dumb cunts. Like, you don't take the abuse. Do not fucking... You don't need to do that just because... And once again, what are we talking about? There's fucking something that was written fucking 1,200 years ago. Are you fucking ketamine me? You're gonna really rely on something that was written so fucking long ago that's gonna actually be a fucking thing that you're gonna fucking... Dude, you know how like what the medical journal, right? The medical fucking whatever it's called. I forgot off the top of my head. How often is it fucking revised? Every 4 years. Why is that? Because that's when we know new shit's fucking here for fucking us to not.
Do you mean like the DSM-5, like for the mental health?
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. Because
there's been 5 iterations of it. That's why it's called now the DSM-5. It was the DSM-4. Now it's the DSM-5. In a few years, it'll be the DSM-6 because, like Sim's saying, they have to fucking change it because we find out new conditions, different comorbidities. And we rename things. Like one of the big ones that I like to point out is it's now not multiple personality disorder. It's dissociative identity disorder because we now know that 1, it is a dissociative condition, and 2, they're not personalities. My personality changes depending on who I hang out with.
There we go.
But
and so
not my identity. Those are actual identities. They are literally different fucking people, so they changed it.
Yeah. And so really quick, what I wanted to get at by saying that really quick before we get further into this punk ass shit, just to prime us for tomorrow, to get you all you hot and bothered for tomorrow was being gay was a fucking mental disorder in the fucking the 4th version, I think, right? And then now we have changed it, and then there's also things we updated. The only reason that fucking works isn't because of fucking religion. It's because like we understand fucking the way like autism wasn't even understood in the fucking 80s and barely in the 90s. And now in the 2000s, we kind of know the spectrum. We still we really don't really understand. I think like 80% of the fucking Americans are autistic on a certain spectrum. I totally am. I just don't know where I am on there because I'm fucking psycho. And not saying people with autism are psycho, but I know there's a lot of crap that's going on with me that when I like do research, I'm like, yeah, I can see me doing. I do that too. I get it. You know, like I put things in weird places for no reason, even though I know I need to throw them away or like. This thing sitting here that I don't need, I put it there instead of throwing it away. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, it's my little thing. I don't know why there's a mental thing that makes me want to like have possession over this weird thing. This thing's been sitting here for fucking 3 years because for some reason my brain won't let me get rid of that component of that fucking pin. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just aspects of certain things that we've come to understand that are a thing. So anyways, let's blow on further into this swat whistle for just a second. And then tomorrow, go ahead.
The 1 in 5 STI thing she quoted wasn't women. That's total people. Everyone, men and women. 1 in 5 people in America have an STI on any given day. Because obviously STIs are treatable, right? It's not like the statistic of an abortion. You're not having an abortion and that statistic is only when you're having it done and then all of a sudden like it right? It's a static thing. This is changing with treatment, and it says in any given day roughly 1 in 5 people have it.
And once again, who cares if everybody and their mom has one? Fuck you. It doesn't matter. What does that fucking mean? How is that statistic making us? How does that make how does that make women not being able to vote? What are you talking about, bitch?
Like,
it doesn't matter. All these
there are
statistics she's
children
saying.
that are born with
STIs. I know, yeah,
There
no, I
was
know
a
because they go through
person,
their mom's vagina. I mean,
like there was a
what
man
do you?
that deliberately went around infecting people.
Yeah, with
with
all kinds of things.
HIV. There have been
And other things,
nurses
and
at
other
work
things.
that
Yeah,
got stabbed by a needle and contracted an STI.
yeah,
You
no, totally.
don't just
Yeah,
get an STI because you're a dirty, filthy whore that fucks anything that moves without a condom.
Well,
You can
and
be a virgin and have sex for the
hold
first
on.
time and contract an STI.
Well, hold on, and not just that, but who goes to playing fuck if everybody and their mom has a fucking STD? What does that matter? What does that matter other than everybody's fucking everybody? Honestly, nothing actually matters.
Stigmatized. Like,
Exactly, Timely. It doesn't matter if everybody's fucking everybody. Why is orgies a bad thing? Only that your weird fucking religion pigeonholes everybody into thinking that's a bad thing and that we should be guilty of it. You know what happens if everybody has an orgy and nobody was told to feel guilty about it? Nobody feels fucking guilty. Yeah, nobody feels guilty about it. What the fuck are you talking about, you dumb cunt? You
Better
are
mental
putting
health.
Yeah, dude, you
it does. If you have an STI, right? Obviously, you do get treated.
Yeah, and tell people.
If you contract one that is a permanent one, I'm very sorry that that's happened to you, but that doesn't mean you're any less of a person,
But
right?
once
Not
again,
at
most of
all.
hold on,
One of
and
my
hold on.
best friends has herpes, right?
Yeah.
Because a boyfriend caught it and lied to her about it.
Of course.
So now
of course.
she's stuck with that. That's not okay. If he wasn't made to feel ashamed for having
He
it
would
and
have
he
told
just
everybody
got
and their mom.
treated,
Yeah,
it
totally.
would have been different. Let's
Yeah,
not treat people like they are fucking less than because
just
of that. Because
because,
guess what?
totally.
It's not always the person who gets its fault. Sometimes it's no one's fault.
And what the tag that gets put on is you're a slut because you somehow got something. Well, you can have sex once with one person, and then all of a sudden you have fucking every disease in the world. That's not how this world works, dumbass.
Also, like, if you're gonna be saying like, oh yeah, if you get a disease, then oh yeah, then you're a slut. Then use a fucking condom. But no. Condoms are for sluts.
Well, and the other,
And also, that doesn't include people that have been raped and catch STIs.
Sure, totally.
That's so cruel to make out like they're a fucking disgusting, slutty person because they were raped.
But that's the other main thing that I want to get at is if we do not teach teenagers in school, middle school or high school, let's just say high school. Let's just go to high school. How to fucking put on a condom. How birth control works, because one of the things that people don't understand about birth control is you have to use it constantly. Every single day at a certain time, you do it so that there is the hormones that go in through your body that makes it just like the drug for schizophrenia. You need to use it constantly. If you stop using it for a certain amount of time, there's a problem, and then you go back into it to some extent. It
so
needs
many
to be
women genuinely believe, right, that they can miss a pill one day and just take two the next day, and they'll be okay. It doesn't work that way. And there are two types of contraceptives for women. There's the POP one, progesterone only pill, and I can't remember what the other one is. And one of the pills you have to take hang on at the exact same time of day every day consistently. And the other one, it doesn't matter that much about the exact same time, but they recommend you to do that anyway. Because that way you're less likely to forget. But you can't just skip one and it will be okay. If you skip one, you have to then wait 2 weeks before you can have unprotected sex again.
Exactly.
And be safe.
Exactly. And then blah blah blah, yakety schmackety, and handful of other things that we'll talk about in the near future. But anyways, let's get a little bit further into this bitch fucking talking shit, and we're gonna cry laugh. That's what she says.
slept with over 5 people. 95% of women are not virgins on their wedding days. So I understand.
What does that have to do with anything, bitch?
Yeah.
And you know what? I would rather a fucking woman. You know what it's like to fucking pop somebody's cherry? It's not fun. I've done it to 4 different women, and it usually hurts very badly, and they bleed, and it's not a fun thing.
Yeah, but Slim, that's
It's
that's,
definitely
that
not
has to do with
fun.
size.
It's definitely
I
not
get
fun
you.
as a woman
I
to
get
pop a guy's cherry either. I have
Sure.
again, like you, like 4, and it's so awkward because like they barely know what the fuck they're doing. They're
Sure.
so overexcited about it. Like men, they get nervous as well, but it doesn't seem like they're the same nervous like I was. And like it's weird, and like then there's the fucking they're being all like cryy afterwards, and like they barely last a minute, and they don't know where to do this and that, and they don't know how to hold their weight. It's not fun. And already after a wedding, like you're so exhausted, everything's gone on, and so that depends if it's been a good wedding or a bad wedding, and then you add all that bullshit at the end of it. No fucking thank you.
Sure. Okay, let's keep blowing on with what she says.
The complaint.
Okay, well, Pearl joins me now alongside political journalist Ava Santini, who was nodding furiously along there to everything she heard. Right, Pearl, you've been called the female Andrew Tate. How do you plead?
Well,
I
I
really
take it as
like
a
that.
compliment. You know, I'm a fan of Andrew Tate.
Of everything he says?
She totally wants to get raped by Andrew Tate. That's what
She
you
wants
can see it on
to
her
get
face.
with
She
him
wants
and
to
be rich.
Yeah, well, she thinks that's how that fucking works. But she doesn't understand, like, what she's going to say in 5 milliseconds is, go work like a man to get your vote. Bitch, do you know what it's like to go fucking do sex work for 12 hours on a fucking video
Doesn't
cam?
have a job.
No, she's
She
never had a
lives
job.
off
She's
mummy
never.
and daddy's money.
No, I know where we're going, and I know why she's sitting here with her pearl necklace on. She's got a pearl necklace on, even though she's never gotten a pearl necklace from a dude because she's a loser ass bitch.
Like, no offense to her in this one thing, so I will be offensive with other stuff. She's not that bad looking, right? But I'm sorry, she is a fucking 1 compared to the sort of women that Andrew Tate fucks.
Andrew Tate would not even give her the fucking time of day.
Numbers compared to that shit. So like that's neither
but
here nor
Andrew,
there. But like, get your
Andrew
nose out
Tate
of his
would
arse,
never
darling,
even-
because he's not gonna fuck you. You're too ugly for him.
Andrew Tate and his brother and his friends are never going to show you the time of the day, you fucking dumb cunt.
No.
Like, just because you did your eyebrows barely and you didn't do any makeup, you barely
Oh no, she's
have
got makeup on. She's got a lot of makeup on right
Well,
now.
the
but she's tried
powder
very hard
pancake.
to make it look like she's not wearing any.
I know, no, I get you,
She's
but
a whole
again,
ass hypocrite.
But that's what I was getting at is, honey, if you want to fucking get Andrew Tate to fucking pay attention to you, you got to put on fucking lipstick, really. And you got to put on fucking mascara. You got to put on fucking eyeshadow. You did your fucking eyebrows, you did your hair, and then you pancaked fucking like one color on your face, and you barely put a little bit of fucking tone on your cheeks.
She hasn't contoured. She's barely put any blush
she did
on.
that.
She's done her eyebrows.
But that's
she's
not
got
what Andrew
probably
Tate.
clear mascara.
But Andrew Tate is not going to go for her.
No,
because
it doesn't look right. You can tell with her eyes that she's put makeup on, foundation on, but not anything on the eyes. Because the thing is, the inside of your eye, the skin color there, shows different to the rest of your face, and that's why people put other fucking makeup
colors on there.
To detract from that obviousness, and also her face is a different color to her neck and her shoulders. And I know I'm
hold on.
doing that, but at least I admit that I fucking wear makeup.
Okay, hold on. So I want to play just a little bit more, and we'll get into this tomorrow.
Sorry.
We'll totally no. I get you, honey. That's exactly
Like,
why I'm
she
so.
angers me
No, I
because,
know.
like,
No, I'm on the same page with you, honey. No,
she's
literally,
just as bad as the feminazis.
No, I know. So what we're gonna do is just play a little bit more, and then tomorrow we're gonna go over this whole fucking thing. But I just want to watch a little bit more.
It depends what we're talking about, but overall, I think he's got a good message. I think he's good for young.
What don't you agree with that Andrew Tate says? That's awesome.
Other
You're
than
so
getting
brave,
raped by him.
Okay, look, you're talking about women predominantly.
She would love to go there until she starts getting raped, and then she's gonna fucking cry, fucking, oh my god, I'm getting raped. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's totally down until she's doing something that she doesn't want to
Because then she'll
do.
think like, oh no, this is what God wants for me.
No. She's too white fucking white bitch to Karen. She's too Karen to not. So if she was in a situation where she wasn't gonna be there, she didn't want to be there. Dude, you think she goes to a restaurant and fucking doesn't eat something that she doesn't exactly order? Fuck you. As soon as Andrew Tate and his brother was like, I'm going to stick it in your butthole, she's like, I'm going to call the fucking authorities, call the police. Like, literally, she's the first fucking person to fucking call rape for sure.
Got this big following. And your view is that modern feminism.
And you want to know how I know this is because she's still not dating anyone. She's still not married. She's never had a long relationship and she has no kids. That means that she can't even get one dude who she thinks is going to overpower her to be in a relationship right now. She would already have a dude who was like, hey, bitch, you got to do whatever I do. Just like Steven Crowder. She would have a Steven Crowder over her right now if she actually believed in that bullshit.
Like, I just
is deeply flawed.
She has no ability to speak on these matters. She talks about how you should bring a kid up and how you should act as a mother.
And she doesn't know any of that bullshit.
She's never had a kid.
She's 26 years old and barely been in a relationship. She's had sex with 5 people, what she said. She has an STD and blah, 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 blah. Bitch, I've had sex with over fucking 100 people. I've been in relationships with.
Wait, she's had an STD.
That's I believe that she
That's
says
funny
that she's.
Because I've had sex with 40 people, right?
Yeah,
40. And I've never had an STD.
But I believe that's one of the things that she's kind of said.
Never had an abortion.
Tomorrow, well, yeah, and that's the other thing that she's fucking doesn't understand the concept of is people having sex for a long time with multiple partners and believing they wouldn't get
safe sex, and I've been also lucky that safe sex hasn't resulted in an accident. Well, I mean, twice there was, but they were miscarriages, so that's different. Obviously.
Okay.
I'm not going to
And
class it as the same, but
I've had 2 different times where we've done the chemical abortion. So because they had multiple children and there's no way for us to be able to sustain.
But you acted on it quickly because again, you guys were practicing as safe a sex as physically possible.
And then afterwards, when I was with my significant other that was having a problem with her birth controls, doing multiple, I went to the government or I went to the doctor and I said, give me a vasectomy. And they looked at me and they looked at my chart and they did a couple things and they're like, yeah, the government's going to pay for it. So that I went for fucking being vasectomized or whatever the fuck you want to call it, because then I am in charge. That's not this bitch. She keeps going. Oh, it's only the women that are going to be in charge of the fucking sex. It's like, no, honey, there are literally people that go out there and go get vasectomies. There's literally people that go out there and that are trying to, that are men and trans men and women that are trying to get equality for all of us to be able to do whatever we want, whenever we want, however we want. That's how the world works. God gave us fucking the pill. Why are we not using it, you dumb cunts? Just because your religion doesn't let you realize that.
That's Satan that gave it to us.
Yeah, well, I know they want to say that, but if you look at fucking
how
the Bible says,
the Bible says to have fucking choice. Wow.
Yeah, but the Bible says all the medication and what the government's rules are in your nation or local are given to you by God. So if God makes abortions, if God gives us the abortion pill, if God gives us the opportunity, if the government gives us the opportunity to do drugs legally, then we can do it legally. So why are you guys opposing what we're now transitioning into to use societally when it says in your fucking own guidebook that we should be doing that? But anyways, let's go a little bit further into this and then we're going to end this because I need to get the fuck out of here.
I would argue a lot of your proposals, like taking the vote away from women, are deeply regressive. Why would you want to remove just from yourself the right to vote?
Well, what happened was I had the same view, right? Back when I started, I was like, why? I found out that only 5% of women wanted the right to vote. And I couldn't.
So what we're going to do...
Citation needed.
That's what we're going to do. Tomorrow, we are going to have that citation needed when the first feminist movement started, which is the jet setter, the something or whatever's in the Americas, whatever. Suffragists. Thank you. Thank you.
There
I'm
was
so
the
fucking...
suffragettes and the
then,
women's suffrage movement. I'm thinking America, it may have just been the suffrage movement. In the UK, I know it's the suffrage movement and the suffragettes, because the suffragettes were the ones that did like the things that are famous for, like blowing up all the post boxes, mailboxes, and breaking windows.
So,
however, the women's suffrage movement, arguably way more important because they were the ones that actually did all the political stuff and the paperwork.
And really quick, if you've never seen me play Red Dead Redemption storyline, what is one of the motherfucking fucking goals that you have? You literally help the fucking women's movement in the Americas and kill people that were trying to stop them, and then you help women get the right to vote in the game in story mode. That it literally is a major part of it. Why did that happen? Because it fucking meant something. It really was something that actually was an important part of fucking history in the world when we did that. And this bitch says, just listen. And then again, tomorrow we're going to go over all this, but just listen to a little bit more of this. And exactly. Yeah.
Couldn't figure out, like, why would women not? No, it's true. It's true. You look it up.
No, it's not.
At the time,
No, it was not 5% of women that fucking wanted to do that. And if there was like a fake percentage of that, it was because a news fucking organization pretended to do that. And once again,
where she's got it from.
And
in
once again, women.
In 1995, the women of Massachusetts were
Massachusetts. Yeah.
One state, one fucking state. And they said it rounded to less than 4% wish to vote. And that was in 1895.
In 1 year, in one location, they only asked so many people. It was not an open study. If you actually look up the fucking real research of during that time on how many women wanted to vote and could speak out without being hung from a tree, because that's the other thing. This bitch will say in a second, all women have their fucking right to fucking openly talk out loud. No, bitch, that's not how it worked. If you fucking spoke out against whatever your husband said or the county or wherever you were said, you fucking got killed, bitch. What are you talking about, you dumb cunt? She's like, so dumb.
Go to a extremely religious area, like
fucking Mississippi, fucking South Carolina,
go to the Middle East, to one of the places.
Go to Middle East. Go to fucking
Islam.
And go to Iraq.
You ask people if they're Islamic or not. There's not going to be one person that's going to openly tell you
no. So really quick, what I want to say before we get further into this is, look at what it says in the bottom of the screen. Is feminism broken? ? Controversial 26-year-old YouTuber says women shouldn't vote. That's just all you need to fucking listen to right now. A dumb fucking young cunt says women shouldn't vote because she's never been married. She doesn't have kids. She's never been in a long-term relationship, but she wants to suck the fucking cock of fucking Andrew Tate because she thinks that's how she's going to get rich. And she's actually making a lot of money off this.
They've been conditioned by men to think that they shouldn't have a vote.
I mean, that's what they say, but I started reading their writings, right? And what I found out was that the reason a lot of women advocated for it was because they believed it was the beginning of the breakdown of the family. Before you became one in marriage, 85% of people were married. And, I hate to say it, but they were right. What has happened 100 years later?
What's that going to do with them having the vote?
Well, it also goes back to responsibility. Again, men are 80 to 90% of the military. They run all of the infrastructure.
That's not true. We're gonna look that up tomorrow. If Vila, you don't mind like finding some of these things to show us tomorrow, that'd be great. But if not, I will look at that. Is not fucking what it is in the military in the fucking Americas right now. It's not that.
Run. So I just think if we want an equal say in society, then be equal. Do 50% of the hard jobs.
What
women do?
What culture right now in the Americas? I can't talk about the rest of the world, although I know, like in India, there are women that are doing everything the dudes are doing, or there's a certain China, right? But let's just talk about the Americas. And what she's going to bring up in the next segment, in the next 20 seconds, is oil workers. What I want to do is, what I want to bring up is coal miners. She talks about construction workers. She says next door to her house is a construction site. Why aren't bitches just fucking lining up to fucking work at a construction site? They fucking are, bitch.
They are, for one, but also women like her breeding, and not just physically, but online, breeding these mentalities of men and toxicness. Women are made to feel so uncomfortable in those workplaces. They have to leave because the men sexually harass and assault the women.
Yeah, and look at her. She's like, oh, look, let me dress this way to go and work on an oil rig. Fuck you, bitch. You fucking are a dumb cunt. You don't even understand the concept of that.
And also, like, there is no need anywhere across the board to have 50% men and 50% women working any job. That is ridiculous.
And not just that.
You're against affirmative action, right?
Yeah.
Because like no one should have a job above another person because of other things. But now you're saying that employees should specifically only employ 50% men and 50% women.
Well, and not just that, but she's saying that you can't have a vote until you can do a man's job. What happens when hold on, what happens when a fucking man does a woman's job? Does he lose his right to vote? And then is there a woman that replaces it? Like, what are you talking about? None of this makes any fucking sense other than you're a fucking airheaded dumb bitch and you don't even understand what the fuck is going on in the fucking universe.
And like a nice example, like when I kind of was just starting out working, like just after school, there was one of the builders had an intern that was a female.
Okay.
Like, to be honest, like she was studying to be working in an office on a construction company.
Okay.
But like her mentality was like, yeah, but I'm gotta later I will be telling people what to do, so I need to know what they're doing. And like,
that's good.
Yes, and I was like, yes, we fucking need more women like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
here's the thing, right? There are solely female mechanic shops, right?
Sure.
There are solely female builder workforces because again, you don't need to be all muscle clad to be a builder. Loads of the men I see that like do all the building work, right? They're not huge muscular men. They're scrawny little fuckers.
Not anymore. Yeah, not
because you
anymore.
don't need
Fat fuckers.
huge
And-
muscles when you've
yeah.
got the right equipment.
Yeah, and so
I got the
really,
right equipment. Oh,
so
never mind.
really quick again, what we're getting at is that's not what. Why does that make you be able to vote? Just because
And
you can
women
lift
have always
fucking
done that.
Li-
There
it-
have always been female co-workers, female machinists, female farmers, female blacksmiths, female stone cutters.
Then hold on. Exactly. And when you work on a farm,
Oh yes.
the wife and the husband work together, and they have 12 kids to have them all work. All of the fucking little girls, work on the farm too. What are you talking about, bitch? And really quick before, hey Beck, really quick before I stop,
Right back, love.
my last a couple ex-girlfriends ago before Queen were huge bitches. They were huge girls. If you fucking try to start a fight with them, or you try to start a fight, they're gonna kill you. Literally. If you were the biggest dude in the room, they literally could have knocked you the fuck out. One of my exes was a fucking huge ass fucking ex-Marine. She would throw me around the room while we were fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, like,
Damn, stop making me jealous.
I know. But again, this little bitch is like going, "Oh, women can't do what men can do." No, honey, you've never fucking been around a bunch of fucking big ass butch dykes in a fucking lesbian
You've
club.
never been around not any other group of women than the airheaded little bimbos.
That she is. That's all she's been around. And she's like, "Oh my
Grow
god,
the fuck up!"
oh my
I'm
god,
sorry, they
women are
talk
only
about this
small."
shit, right?
Yeah.
And they have no clue.
Yeah, and
Historically, there's always been women in the workplace. But do you want to know the one thing that it got different is in the 1900s, right? First
Yeah.
World War, the workforce shifted to
Yeah.
more indoor work, and
Yeah,
women
yeah.
weren't just doing manual work, they were doing
Yeah.
like actual sit down jobs and shit, right?
Yeah.
And then, and this is where the big change happened, right?
Yeah.
Lower class women have always worked. Always.
Yeah. And they've been
Throughout
doing
the
hard
century,
jobs.
Always. Yeah.
And
it
hard
was only
jobs,
in the 19th
too.
century, in the 1900s, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That middle class women and upper class women got a job.
Yeah,
Women that
yeah.
had historically always stayed home and just done nothing
Yeah, so-
because they could. The family
Yeah.
wasn't reliant on their paycheck, and these women went into the workplace because they wanted to,
Yeah,
not
yeah,
because
yeah,
they
okay.
had to. And
Okay, yeah,
that's
yeah,
when
yeah.
shit hit the fan with these people.
Yeah.
I want to
So-
put in one more
This is-
thing.
and this was the point I was trying to make just quickly. Is even with her argument, she shows how fucking what is
empty. Her
Not what is it?
Brainwashed.
Privileged. How privileged she is, right?
Of course she is. Look
Because
at
she
her.
is the literal embodiment of
Yeah.
the woman who historically would have never had to have worked. She could have chosen to, and she's acting like that is the life that they've always lived. That men have always relied on women, like the women have always relied on the men's paycheck, and men have always had to support the women on their own, and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, okay, and then
No.
really, and then
Like-
really quick, if she ever dated or married a person that she advocates for, you know how fast she would fucking dump that marriage?
Yeah.
As soon as the motherfucker, because she's independent as fuck. Obviously, she has her own channel. She does her own shit. She's not tied down. As soon as some fucking dude was like, "Hey, get in the kitchen and make me babies and suck my dick whenever I want and get me a beer," she'd be like, I'm not doing any of that. Obviously, she's gonna be the first person to be like, I'm scared. No, screw you. I'm running away from it.
Yeah, and
Literally,
Slim, you
couldn't-
brought up farmers, and like, half of the guys cannot do what a farmer's woman does.
No, totally, dude.
Like
I dated
that
a
is
handful.
fucking hard work.
Yeah, I dated a handful of fucking farmers'
The
wives or
hilarious
ex. You know what I'm
thing,
saying? Like,
the
damn.
farmer's wife would wake up before the farmer.
Yeah,
have
yeah,
all the
make the
shit
fucking
ready for
food
him to
and
wake
blah,
up to
and
start
then
work,
this and
and
that.
she'll go to bed after the farmer.
Yeah, yeah, totally. So, anyways, let's blow in for just a millisecond more, just to get back to like get angry, and then we'll get out of here.
Just one last thing. I wanted to make the point that you made. She has 1.56 million subscribers on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Little fucking cretins that tongue
They're all-
fuck her asshole.
They're
And
all little 14-year-olds.
still, she won't even entertain dating one of
Dating
them.
any of them,
One of
marrying
the
one of them.
1.56 million. Why is that, love? I thought they're the
Exactly.
men that you like.
Yeah, I
Why
thought
are
that
you
you.
single when you have a cuck army?
Yeah, exactly. All you have to do is find the right man, and you could have whatever you're telling everybody to have. But no, bitch, you're fucking lying. You're just doing this to make money.
Telling men
She's
that
just.
women want to date.
Yeah. Okay. So, anyways, let's keep blowing on with this for just like a little bit more, and then we're gonna get the fuck out of here.
Of the military in the U.S. They're fined $250,000 if they don't join selective service, which is essentially the draft.
Okay, but on specifically on the vote, what would having the right to vote have to do with family cohesion, for example?
Well, because again, before you weren't trying to divide a family; it was one family unit. You had one vote for the family. I mean, I don't think.
Why does that matter? What are you talking about, bitch? What the fuck is going on with you? If you have a household that is Republican, both of you are going to vote for Republicans, and now that's two vote.
Like, she's basically trying to make the argument that because women gaining the right to vote,
it's going to be different than their
roughly
husband.
coincided with women also getting a higher foothold in the workplace.
Yeah.
That's a downfall. However, it happened the other way. Women were in the workplace and were pissed off that they were in the workplace doing the same work as men, getting paid less than men, and have less rights than men, and they weren't allowed to vote. So they tried to push to get the vote more so. It actually happened the other way round. It wasn't women got the vote, workplace issue. It was workplace issue. So women fought to get the right to vote so they could actually vote for how they wanted the world that they were now a part of to be.
Yeah, exactly. And then that's the thing. She's fucking saying there's a separation. It doesn't fucking mean anything. And again, normally if your fucking husband is Republican, you're fucking usually a Republican. So you're going to vote the same way. What the fuck are you talking about? There's no fucking splitting of it per se. Exactly.
I think it's good for a family to have two votes.
The irony of this,
listen,
and I've repeated this before, no self-respecting misogynist is going to watch a woman say any of these things.
Yeah, exactly. Again. Why aren't you in the kitchen fucking getting pregnant and fucking...
Well, there was no law. I mean, there's always been women that were influential in
let's
history.
let's get on to the vote. So what I don't understand is, a part of your message, I've researched you today, and hang on a minute.
Okay.
Your big push is that you care about men and you don't think that men are getting enough of a say. But
Well, I care about
hang
women
on,
too.
I haven't
Care
made
about
the
women.
point
No,
yet.
you don't, bitch.
Because of feminism, okay? What I wonder is when you start making calls out like repeal the 19th, women shouldn't be allowed to vote. How is that helping young men? Because these young men have women in their lives. They have mothers, they have sisters, they have teachers, and they turn around. They don't know how to act around women because you're giving them license to be misogynistic.
I wouldn't call it misogynistic. I say be equal. So again,
I
men
think
do
that's what
all of
most
that.
feminists are
Well,
saying.
then, okay,
Be
I'd love
equal.
for the feminists, please apply for the oil rigs. Please.
Bitch, we're going to go over this tomorrow.
yeah.
Hold on. We're going to go over this tomorrow. There literally is like 45% of women in these industries, if not fucking more anymore. What are you talking about, bitch? There are fucking huge bitches. Dude, have you ever fucking seen fucking like dykes at the fucking lesbian bar? They're fucking huge, dude. Like there's bitches that like I come across all the time that I would not fuck with. What's the difference? I'm a twink. I'm small.
Yeah.
So should I not have a vote because I can't fucking work in the oil rig?
This is the
Fuck you,
crazy
bitch.
thing. It makes no sense because
Exactly.
you're trying to say, well, she's trying to say that like women want equality, so it should be 100% equal. Okay,
That's
yeah,
not how the
I
world
believe in that.
works.
So that means
But
that women should, because the oil rig is considered a male job, women should do that. Well, no one said the man had to take that job. He could have taken any job, theoretically.
Again,
Right?
that's
And it's the
does
thing,
not show
we fight
masculinity.
just as much for a man to be able to be a fucking nurse and not get judged for that, as much as we fight for a woman to work on the oil rig, right? That's the point. It's not meant to be like you have to do this male job because you want to be treated the same as a man. We're trying to say that whatever your gender is, right, you should not be barred from doing a job solely based on your gender. It should be based on your qualifications.
Exactly. And anyways, let's go really quick. So say that I'm a politician, and I'm a male because I don't work in the oil rigs. Now I can't vote. What are you talking about, bitch? None of this makes any sense. Just because.
Politician is a male job because it's always been by men.
Sure, but you know what I'm saying. Like, I'm not sitting there working.
You know, any man that is a stay-at-home husband, right?
Why then they can't vote now or something? But what the fuck?
Any man that is a nurse or a midwife shouldn't be able to vote.
Exactly.
Any man that is a chef
dumb.
shouldn't be able to vote. The chef is a traditionally female job.
Yeah, sure. So let's just we're done. We beaten that into the ground. So let's keep blowing on.
Please go do the hard job.
This is such a easily addressed take that
Exactly.
Ethan has done a great job addressing, as well as many
he's
others,
gonna
but
say
it's
that-
like,
he's gonna
first of
say-
all, that's not the only fucking job. Secondly, a lot of these like menial labor tasks, just not the oil rigs, I guess, but plenty of others that don't go fucking viral.
She's on an
Twitter,
oil
like
rig. Look, it's a
distribution
female.
facility,
It's a female.
jobs, right? They are
female. It's
taken by women. And not only that, but those jobs are not paid well. The oil rig jobs as well are not necessarily paid as well as they are supposed to be. It's very fucking stupid to constantly go, oh, women oil rig jobs. It's like, bro, what about the CEO jobs? You know what I mean? There is no physical labor there. Why is that also still heavily dominated by men? Shut the fuck up.
And if I'm only a CEO, why can I fucking vote if I've never lifted a fucking finger in my life to fucking do anything?
Also, like she said, go do the hard jobs.
They are doing it.
Are you fucking saying that running a household, being a nurse, being a teacher are easy jobs?
Well, she of course thinks that, but she's a dumbass.
Yeah, of course.
Anyways,
the household is easy if you got a mate.
Yeah.
Well, not just that, but she is overlooking the statistics. There was 46% of fucking females that are oil riggers. I think that we just saw or whatever. We're going to look it up tomorrow for sure. We're going to actually look at this. Your statistics right now, bitch, are not even fucking close to fucking near what your cunt ass is trying to fucking tell us. Literally, there's so many people that work in construction that fucking are road workers that do all this crap that is fucking hard labor that are male and female. It doesn't fucking matter. And transgender, I don't even fucking know. But like, dude, it's not just a male and female world anymore when we're doing these things. It literally is a very half and half pretty much right now.
Yeah,
they're open. They're hiring because I don't equate for. I don't think men or women are equal until we do the equal work.
And it's all equal work right now, bitch. What are you doing? You're sitting on a fucking a posh TV set, getting paid $10,000 or $5,000 to sit here, being interviewed, wearing that fucking little beautiful outfit you're wearing, and then when you go backstage, there's free water and there's fucking free food and all this stuff from craft services that are gonna fucking offer you. Bitch, you're living the lavish life. Go and work on an oil rig then, you motherfucking cunt, fucking Pearl Davis or whatever the fuck your cunt name is.
So the thing that's so ironic is she's complaining that women aren't doing exactly 50% of the same thing that men do. However, just because women have had the vote since the early 1900s doesn't mean that women have been equal since then.
No, of course
it's
not.
only in the last like 20, 30 years that women are starting to get equality. We've still not reached it there, and men still aren't as equal as women in other areas. I'm not going to pretend that's not it, but that's not what we're talking about right now. Before some dickhead comments,
But hold on. That's what she's going to claim in the interview of her in her watching herself review herself. She's going to go over and say that bullshit too. Exactly what you said, and we're going to talk about that tomorrow about how fucking, oh my god, it's fucking so dumb. But
there still is no equality. Women still make less money for the same
no, of course,
job.
of course, and it's fucking ridiculous what she's saying. And she's saying, oh, for some reason, for her being on this show, the gentleman sitting to her left should make more money than her than the woman sitting on her right. For what reason? There's no reason for that. Literally, everybody should on this panel should get paid the same amount, right? Like, why? What is she doing? What is he doing that's more effective than what they're doing as females on this panel?
I understand that sense. Like Piers Morgan is a bigger name,
different.
so he brings in more people. But as a as a guest,
as
no,
a panelist,
the same thing. Unless you are someone especially famous that's going to bring in a high number of ratings.
But okay, but what I was getting at is
the
pay
gender.
scale.
No, it shouldn't be
the pay scale.
Gender.
Yeah, the pay scale should not change because of gender. It should be who
absolutely
you are,
ridiculous.
where you are on here, and that's what I was getting at, right? And yeah, sure, of course, he should be getting
that's the
paid
point
more
I'm making,
because he's the
they
host.
like
and,
to, these
the
women
pay
and all
scale
these
should
people
be-
on this side like to pretend when
Yeah.
you talk about it, they go like, oh yeah, but so and so is more famous, and it's like, yeah, when that's not it. We're talking about
pay scale.
let's say twins, right?
Yeah.
Fucking twins, boy, go. Exact same qualifications, exact same everything, just different gender, and you find out that your twin brother's getting paid 30 grand more than you, even though you do the exact same work, exact same job, because you're fucking twins who are the exact same. Bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know if it's that far off in the Americas, but anyways, yes, I totally get that's what we're talking about. Is why does she think that like she should get paid less to do the same job as a dude? That's what she's promoting. And then also she says she doesn't want to hold, and then she also says she now doesn't want to vote. Bitch, do you really want to figure out how to vote when somebody tries to fucking say they're gonna fucking take away your uterus? I'm just saying as a hypothetical. What if the government decides that everybody who's 27 years old, we're going to take away your uterus and we'll give it back to you in 30 years or in 10 years?
Like, this is the
Are
thing.
you going to be anti that, or do you not want to vote for that, or do you want to vote for that, bitch?
Don't fucking vote.
Well, in that too, but again, she's trying to. I don't know. Anyways, keep it going on just a little bit more, and then we're gonna get out of here.
Slim,
go.
Yeah,
I'm off to bed. Like this,
Yeah,
this was a teaser for tomorrow's stream.
Yeah, and we'll be
going
there
for
in
an
just a
hour.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll
So
find
just
a
a little
few
bit
on the
longer,
oil
and then we're
rigs.
getting out of here.
Go be a plumber. Go be an
I'm off to bed,
electrician.
guys.
And there's 999. There's a gazillion. She says, "Go be a plumber. Go be a electrician." You know how many fucking female plumbers and electricians there's? A gazillion and a half. So, anyways, we're gonna be done right now. We're gonna get out of here. Tomorrow, we're gonna go over actually the statistics of all this bullshit. How many female oil rig workers there are? How many female plumbers and electricians and other things are? And bitch, you are fucking. Did somebody just pop in?
Yeah, Canadian Oyman.
Yeah, they were here and then they bopped out or something. And then I didn't know Purple. Hey Purple, how are you doing? Maybe one of these days you can join us in on here on the panel.
Yeah, that would be nice. Join us.
We would like to have you join us. Unfortunately, I can't always join you because you do it in between times, either too early or later It's harder for me to do these things at my work like I used to do. So, anyways, hopefully everybody can join us tomorrow, and we're gonna go over the rest of this bullshit, and we're gonna look over the actual statistics of
Hey.
the thingy my barber's going on. How are you doing, Ollie, man?
I'm surviving it. I went and donated blood.
That's
Oh,
what we heard. That's what we thought. Yeah.
Thank
you for that.
The camera's very centered.
People like you have saved my life, so thank you.
I donate every 58 to 60 days type of thing. I try and do it on a Thursday evening whenever I do it. So
Yeah, unfortunately, because I'm so modified, they won't let me give plasma and blood as much as I'd like, and so I rarely get to do it. I would love to do it more, but they don't like.
I've
They
had
don't like.
multiples.
They don't like me and my bodies and stuff. So
yeah, if you've had any type of piercing or tattoo within, I think it's like 6 months, they don't
yeah,
want you to donate.
yeah. And they always ask you if you've ever had gay sex, especially with people from other countries, and you know, I usually say no, but that's not true. So that's another thing. Is anyways, we'll talk.
There are some blood centers where you can donate just to instead of having your blood be used. You can donate your blood for experiment use.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
Then nobody actually gets it put in. So
okay. I can try to find that in the future. So, anyways, thank you all very much for being here. We're gonna get the fuck out of here because it's been a hot second, and then tomorrow we're gonna go over Pearly things. Reviewing this interview that she did. It's so fucking stupid. Like you thought this was stupid what we just went over? No, just wait till we go over her going over herself tomorrow. Oh my god, and she lies so much, and we're gonna go over the statistics and all the fucking numbers and all that bullshit tomorrow. So thank you all very much. Yeah, I know. And normally we don't do a stream on Friday, but I couldn't not do this. So we're gonna go over it if there's gonna be people here, and if not, I'll try. I have to go over. I have to go over this. I can't not go over this bullshit. So, anyways, everybody, thank you very much, and we're just gonna bow out of here as fast as possible because what they told me is if everybody watches to the end, then we make more money or we get more whatever the fuck. So we're gonna